This podcast was brought to you by our patrons at patreon.com/APWSTR. Become a patron for only $1 or more and get access to episodes early and ad-free, plus get exclusive content throughout the month.
I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams where the city sleeps.
This is made in 2019. Wait, stop. 2019, May 5th.
Yeah,
20
they figured
days,
out how to
20
use...
days before I turned 20 years old, that someone was like, I gotta make a fucking lyric video for Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
Alone, I walk my shadow's only one that walks beside me.
We can't do this as the intro. We can't do this as the intro.
It's the only one that's
it's
beating.
11:30. Everyone's sleeping around us. We can't. We just got to put on the Amazon Prime fucking thing.
All right, I think that's there's something in there.
There's something in there.
I sang for like fucking 30 minutes.
You sang for 30 minutes. That's not even a joke. That's not a bit.
I'm giving you so much fucking content, guys. Jesus.
Hi everyone. Welcome to
a podcast will save this relationship.
I'm Josh, he, him.
Fuck, and I'm Sarah, she, her. You bested me.
I bested you on that one.
Yeah.
Because you decided to question our own podcast.
Because I just sang Nickelback, so I'm writing off the high of singing Nickelback.
The high.
Yeah.
There's a high to singing Nickelback. Is that
what it's fun, and everybody should do it.
Everyone should do it.
Yes, everyone. If you know the words to How You Remind Me, you should sing it every time it comes on. Because it's fun.
When did that song come out?
A long time ago, before iPhones.
Because now that I think about it, it was weird. It was weird to see Green Day have lyric videos dating
in 2019.
So I guess even Nickelback with 2012. Because like fucking like in 2008, that's when they started really coming out.
Any song pre 2007 when YouTube was created, it's
gonna have a song. Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
it's gonna be post.
I just feel like it missed the wave. That's all I'm thinking. I think it missed the.
I don't think so.
Wow. All right.
I think lyric videos are
forever.
Yeah,
that's fair. How are you doing, Sarah?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Welcome to the Day Late podcast.
It's the only
podcast that is not afraid
to be
to
late.
Delay content for our lovely viewers that did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
That do nothing wrong. We are just very lazy.
To give ourselves more credit, it's like
a lot of shit happens.
And we don't want to sit here and do something when we don't feel
doing
it.
Yeah,
because then we're just giving you guys lazy content.
Yeah, no, I'm happy that we did take an extra day off. We have to should we just jump into what happened? Okay, so yesterday we were going to record.
We tweeted about this.
We did tweet about this. So again, APWSTR on Twitter for all your fucking updates.
And if you saw it on Twitter already, you know what this is.
You know what we're about to talk about. I guess this will have more detail than a single tweet can have. Yeah. We were gonna do the podcast yesterday. We record on Saturdays for the most part. We're trying to switch it up, record on Thursdays, so we have content out earlier for Patreon.
Shit just fucking keeps happening.
We were gonna record Thursday. We're gonna record this podcast on Thursday. I was stressed the fuck out that day,
and in general, I think
I've been stressed out a lot recently due to work, and money and all that fun shit, and Thursday, we tried recording the podcast. I had severe anxiety because I thought my mic wasn't working.
Which wasn't true,
thank God. Yeah. So there is still stuff there, but I was kind of a dick during it, and I apologize to Sarah.
No, I mean, we've been together for so long now that I know when you're being quote unquote a dick to me. Like Josh being a dick on the large scale of things is not really like you could hit me.
I don't want to hit you.
I know you don't want to hit me, but you're not being emotionally abusive. You're not doing anything that is a problem. It's just it's sometimes you get a little rough when you get stressed, which is I feel like most people do that. So don't worry about it.
Okay.
But it's I don't know. I don't want to sit here and have a podcast instead of fix the problem.
Yeah, I get that.
Because I know when you're stressed, and I know that when you are stressed, it's because there's a problem. So.
Yeah, and like having all the stress from work seeped into that, and then I was just anxious.
Yeah.
So we stopped recording, took like an hour break. We recorded the Dave Matthews podcast, the first episode of that, and that was fun.
That was really fun.
So at least we recorded still, and we have something to work on now,
Yeah.
But we were gonna record yesterday. Friday we don't record because I play video games with.
Well, no, it's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a day off, for us, and we were gonna record yesterday at 8:50 around that time, 10 minutes before I stopped working.
Yeah, Jesus.
And about an hour before we were gonna record, I get a text from an unknown number saying that my parents were in someone's custody and that they're claiming to be my parents. Two people claiming to be your parents are in my custody. They're currently here in Claremont, and I'm freaking out because I know that my dad used to live in Claremont, so there's a reason why they would be there. They also usually go to Claremont to see my uncle. So I start freaking out because I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, no. The realization at the thought of like my parents being detained by police.
Yeah.
Is not a fun one.
No, it's not very fun.
It's not a good feeling to have happen to you. So I text my mom immediately.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, hey, what's going on? Are you okay? I say, hey, are you okay? ?
Yeah.
And she texts back pretty much immediately, and she says like, "Hey, sorry, your uncle's just being texting you and being a dick." And then after that text is sent, I get a call from that, not a call. I got a call before from that number.
Yeah,
and that's why I was freaking out because I was like, "Oh, maybe
that was their one.
One phone call that they get."
Yeah.
And then the number text again. Then say this may or may not be insert uncle's name here.
Yeah.
And that's when I realized, I'm being pranked.
This is a prank.
And the story that happens, now that I know, I want to preface too that both of my parents have both individually apologized.
Yeah, they were very nice about it.
They were very nice about it, and I appreciate them reaching out to let me know that everything's okay.
And it was also like, in the moment, I was so pissed at them because I thought it was like a group prank.
They were like, yeah, but no,
because I think when I asked you, I didn't see the phone or the messages. So I was like, I think you said like, oh no, they know. And I guess to me that equates to, they said like, yeah, go ahead and send that to him or whatever. And
that's not what it was. No.
I immediately started getting angry because I was like, I mean, I think this is just me being overprotective, but I was just like, I'm gonna fucking fight these people. And then I calmed down and was like, wait, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, my parents would never do like something like that. Yeah. So, I mean, long story short, for 5 minutes, I thought my parents might be in jail.
Yeah.
Which is not a good thought. Again, I'm gonna tell you, it was very it drained a lot out of me, a lot more than I was anticipating. Because I guess no one knows how. Also,
you have anxiety, and also you had bad anxiety at this time.
Yeah, I was having really bad anxiety. We that Thursday or was it? No, it was Wednesday. Wednesday we went out to.
No, it was Thursday.
It was Thursday. Why did we try to record on Thursday? What am I thinking?
Yeah, like early in the day we were supposed to, but then you still had anxiety, and then we went to the thing. To like have a nice time.
Yeah, we went. Okay, so this is a long story of my anxiety, everybody. So strap in. I've been having okay, so my job didn't have any work for the first 3 days of my work week.
Yeah.
And the only time I was able to get work was off hours, which basically meant like
you had to
nighttime and when Sarah's free.
Yeah.
And I like having the time
to like hang out.
Yeah, and like that was already stressful enough, and that's why we didn't record it all last week.
Yeah, true.
I slowly ramp out of it, and then Wednesday we go to this at Sarah's university. There's like this event. It was like an orchestra event, and there's gonna be fireworks afterwards. Fun, good time.
Yeah, it was like outside, so it was like a really nice kind of like romantic.
Yeah, got to be outside. We brought her a blanket, and we sat down for like the first hour, just stayed where we were. Fucking 2 rows ahead of us, or rows, quote unquote, like 2 rows of people
like
sitting
8 feet away.
8 feet away from us, basically. My old film partner happened to be there. a person that I've talked about extensively on this podcast. Long story short, he fucked a Taken girl, and I was upset with him for doing it, and I pretty much went no contact. Yeah. He's also a shitty person. Like he was really like he took a lot of advantage of me and like my skill set.
Yeah, he kind of Josh and him were like a dynamic duo of making content, but then Josh kind of like
I wasn't really being treated well, and like I taught him everything he fucking knew at the time.
Yeah, he wasn't treating Josh well, and then was kind of taking credit for the things. Yeah,
he took a lot of credit, which like the one thing he did was edit everything that he filmed, but like I was behind the camera, I was teaching him how to edit and use Premiere Pro because he didn't really know how to use it.
Like I was there when this guy didn't know how to center text.
Yeah,
or like center images, and you had to teach him how to do that,
and then use keyframes and like all like basic shit.
Yeah.
So and he got all the credit for all the shit, like but I pretty much taught him a lot of the shit he knew.
And then he got into this situation with this girl who had a boyfriend in a different state, and then told Josh not to tell me.
And then I told her the next day.
Yeah, I think
because I don't know why I didn't want to fucking help him. Like fucking that's not my.
I mean, I don't know. I think anytime somebody goes, lie to your significant other, I think that's like, you got some fucking things wrong in your head, buddy.
Yeah, so, so that was enough to make me not, that was like the straw that broke my back. And I stopped talking to him, and then he tried contacting me to do the stupid podcast we used to do.
Oh my God.
And they did it real shittily and without me.
They really did. So, yeah.
That's not to you viewers, that is to this one person. But
with this other kid that was like insufferable.
Oh God, yeah. But like, okay, so all that happens. I haven't seen him in 2 years or whatever. I haven't seen him in person for like 3 years, and 2 years haven't had any contact.
All that history, COVID happens, and then all of a sudden you see this person in real life.
And I'm so lucky I didn't wear this fucking green jacket.
You really, because that was like your staple in college,
and it still is. So But like, I was wearing a regular black jacket and like wearing sunglasses, and I guess my hair was cut and I had more of a beard than I did back then, so I looked just different enough that he probably didn't recognize me firsthand.
Yeah, I don't think he did.
He looked exactly the same.
He really did.
Yeah, and then I didn't
even notice him because I guess I didn't hang out with him that much.
But I was like, oh, that's him.
Yeah, you immediately were like, do you not see who that is?
Do you not see who that is?
And I was like... I was freaking out because it could be a fucking number of people that we don't talk to anymore.
Don't like, yeah. So
I was like, oh my God, what the fuck?
So we had to relocate way farther back so we could still try to enjoy.
It's kind of a better spot.
Honestly, yeah, it was kind of nice. And like, I don't know. It was just stressful from that. And then we tried to record a podcast. I was still stressed out. Or we tried to record the podcast the next day, I think.
No.
It was that Thursday?
Yeah.
I thought it was Wednesday we went.
No. Yeah, so we tried to record the podcast. We didn't. We did the Dave Matthews.
Oh, yeah, it was beforehand.
Then we went to the place.
You're right.
And then Friday, we tried to chill out, but you had woken up from a bad dream that you had.
No, Saturday, I woke up with an anxiety dream related to that.
Friday, you had a normal
was like
day.
Coming down, yeah. But then I woke
you had
up
the bad
8
dream.
a.m. Like 4 hours earlier than I normally do.
Yeah, because you had a really bad anxiety dream.
And then I was coming down from that, and I still kind of had that throughout the day.
And then this happens.
Yeah.
And it was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So that happens. And that's why we weren't able to record, because like it all happened within an hour of when we were supposed to record. And like, I just couldn't fucking do it. I was like,
I feel like neither of us are going to be the person that is like, get in there and record.
Yeah, and like I think there was a time when I was that person, but I think like this shit kind of keeps happening. And then another thing too that I think happened that kind of really changed my whole perspective on like content. I keep hearing about burnout, obviously, and I think that's something that's been like I've always thought about, like, I don't want to burn out doing this. I want to keep doing this, but I know I'm gonna need to take breaks, XYZ, you know. I'll do this at my own pace, I guess. That's why I don't work too much on the stream anymore, because I want to focus on this and not overwhelm myself with that. I think the Gus Johnson thing really kind of put things in perspective of like, oh, wait, I don't want to be the guy
that just makes content and
doesn't care about what other people are like going through and won't help out. Like if something happened to you or, like, I think that a lot of that, like, I don't want to put someone neglect someone in the pursuit of content.
Yeah, because Gus Johnson was like your fucking hero, your YouTube hero.
Well, I guess
success
one of
story.
them, yeah, where it's
Yeah.
like some guy in college makes a bunch of funny videos
And then gets to
to
a
be on
giant
Comedy
following.
Central,
Yeah.
you know, like, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that was shitty as fuck. And then, like, you know, like, I don't know, I guess it's really like, I don't know, I was stressed out from that
Yeah.
and like trying to process what happened.
Yeah. I mean, it was shocking, but I feel like I don't know. I kind of was like, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know why. He just gave off a vibe that was like, you know, Gus
Yeah.
Johnson. When Sabrina's story came out, it was kind of like, yeah.
Yeah, and so it's like,
I don't know why though. Like he did always try to be the little wholesome guy, you know. Like even when we went to go see him live,
oh, he was way fucking different.
he was
from,
like very,
yeah.
very different. And I guess maybe that's why I was like, because his stand up
like-
was like kind of like
it's kind of like LA douchebag.
Yeah,
That's
like,
kind of like the
trying to
best
be,
way I
like-
can describe it.
kind of edgy, and I was like, that's weird.
It doesn't feel right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not how I picture this man.
See, and this is where I also learned I'm going to be upfront with people. I'm a huge asshole and edgy piece of shit. I'm
Yeah,
what they call an
same.
edgelord, you know?
I think fucking dark humor is, where I call home with my humor. And
I like saying the cum word, you know?
well, I like imagining killing myself on the Margaritaville cruise
Yeah,
line.
you know, and like
really
joking
like
about that.
that.
Yeah. Like
And fucking I don't
listen,
know why.
I didn't listen. I didn't go throughout high school having suicidal thoughts to not make fun of.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen. I'm not gonna make fun of somebody else having suicidal thoughts. I think that's very
of course
serious.
not. Yeah.
But like to me, I like the
absurdity of yeah, I get it.
of being super sad while the rest of the world has delved so deep into consumerism
that there's a fucking
that they're trying to make you happy all the time because a happy worker is a good worker and an efficient worker. But you just want to kill yourself. So you're sitting there. It's like Severance. That's what it is. It's Severance where you're sitting there and they're like fucking doing the music dance experience behind you, and you're Dylan just thinking, what the fuck is my kid's name?
Yeah, honestly, yeah, that's
You're just like, I just want to remember my kid being born, and fucking
everyone else is just dancing away. Fucking
that's all. It's like
that's
that
what
to
it
me.
is. Yeah,
That flavor, that little flavor of the feeling.
That's the money
That's
shot.
the sauce
you know?
right
that's,
there,
that's
baby.
Fucking what's up? But I get that. Yeah.
That's for me.
God.
But not like in like Anthony Jeselnik. Aren't women stupid? Like not in that way.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. As someone who used to like Anthony Jeselnik, yeah, I totally fucking get that.
I mean, I feel like Anthony Jeselnik is like, he's even like maybe one of the better ones that does that. Like he doesn't do it. He at least like has some wit about it.
Yeah, there's at least like, I feel like it's not like it's not like I guess what is it, Rob Schneider?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That's David Spade.
yeah, that's a perfect example.
Anthony Jeselnik is at least like a hip cool millennial.
He's at least like making mathematic equations with his words.
Yeah, there's a little bit of like it's more Carlin, less rapist Cosby.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
But I feel like it's kind of an insult to Carlin. Just a little bit, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Fucking but yeah, so I was stressed out the past week, and
Yeah, it was
week and a
pretty
half,
bad.
and fucking we're back, baby.
Can
Fuck
you
it.
add like bang bang
Bang bang. That's a joke
MIA.
only for visual. Oh yeah, you've been listening
All
to
I want
MIA.
to do is
Yeah, you're finally getting into that song. I forgot.
I've never been into that song, but it's a good song.
That's such a good
I
song.
really like it.
Back in 08, back when Pineapple Express was the hit new movie of the summer.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, I want to go watch the Weed movie with Seth Rogen because of that awesome song in the trailer.
Do you remember the movie where, and it might be Pineapple Express,
All right, let's go. Let's see if I can remember this.
one of the characters had a parakeet, and the gang that they fucked over on accident, severed the head of the parakeet and left it in their house as like a reminder, like a warning.
Express?
Was that Pineapple Express? Because I feel like I
don't know why
saw
I have
that
a
on
weird-
like Cartoon Network or something, maybe, or like somewhere. Like I saw that as a child, and then I told my friend who was into movies, and he was like, "Did you just Cartoon Network played Pineapple Express?" And I was like, "I feel like."
Well, was it
that
Adult
what movie?
Swim or
Maybe.
Comedy Central or something like that?
Or like Nick at Night or something. I don't know.
Nick at Night played
Pineapple Express. That'd be funny
in
as
between
shit.
the George Lopez and the Cosby
and the
Show.
Nanny.
Jesus,
Dude, yes.
no,
That was so
that's-
funny.
It has to be. It's probably Comedy Central. I mean,
But I forgot what movie that was.
I don't know why, and it's probably not this movie. Do you remember 30 Minutes or Less with Jesse Eisenberg and Aziz Ansari?
No.
I think that's. I don't think it's from that movie, but that for some reason reminded me of that movie.
I almost feel like it was like it's almost like Dumb and Dumber.
I've never seen Dumb and Dumber, but I feel like I remember this scene that you're describing.
Right, because I remember them being like,
Guys,
why would they tear up his head?
Are we having a Mandela effect right now?
Right, like what is
Okay.
that movie, dude? Like
All right,
what the
I'm
fuck?
Googling it.
Like
All
it was
right,
like, the head of a horse,
yeah. Okay, hold on.
in your bed, but it was like a fucking parakeet head.
All right, I'm gonna look up Pineapple Express, and we're gonna put in parakeet. Do you remember when Huey Lewis in the News did the outro song for Pineapple Express?
Do you remember when Huey Lewis in the News did the background song for American Psycho when he kills that guy with an axe?
Yeah, why didn't they? See, this is why they should have made American Psycho after Pineapple Express, so it didn't have to be hip to be square. It could have been Pineapple Express.
No, it would have to be square because it was in the books.
Shh, they can change it. It's
No, they
fine.
can't.
They can.
No, they can't.
All
It's in
right,
the books.
parakeet.
Yeah, it has to be what's in the books.
Hold for me looking up parakeet.
Parakeet, Pineapple Express.
That didn't apparently that okay. I'm just
So
gonna
it's
look
not
up
Pineapple Express.
It
So then
can't
that
be.
guy was fucking wrong.
parakeet beheaded
Movie.
movie. Yeah, there we go.
Because
We're
I'm
gonna
like,
find
what
this out.
other movie has that in it?
It's saying Dumb and Dumber actually.
Really?
The first thing that comes up in videos is Dumb and Dumber.
Because they don't show it. But I'm like, isn't that a kid's movie?
Dumb and Dumber I don't think is a kid's movie.
I thought it was like a kid's movie. I've never seen the full thing, and I've never seen Dumb and Dumber 2.
It might not be okay, wait. I don't think it is. I don't know. I don't think it is from Dumb and Dumber. Okay, so I looked up parakeet beheaded movie.
Yeah.
And the first video happened to be Dumb and Dumber. I finally clicked on it. Are you ready for the title of this clip?
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber 1994, you sold Petey to the blind kid. And I don't think that has anything to do with beheading parakeets.
Maybe.
And I'm not going to watch a 2-minute clip of Jim Carrey and the guy from Newsroom.
I was shown that fucking clip from Newsroom where he was like, what makes America great? And then he's like tearing up and he's like, America's great because I have a big dick and I'm jerking it off.
Oh, yeah, the Aaron Sorkin fucking...
God, it's so fucking stupid.
God.
And fucking I was shown that as an example of good acting. Because during one line he goes like in the middle of a line, like, and I'm like, that was the fakest fucking I've ever seen in my fucking life. That was so stupid. I hate
feel like
that
if you're
entire
gonna-
thing now.
Yeah, honestly, I get it. It's just kind of a dumb thing anyway.
The first time I watched it, I was like, okay, it was like the fucking Charlie Chaplin speech at the end of the Hitler movie.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like, everybody's like, you gotta watch this. And then you watch it and it's like, damn, inspirational. And then fucking it gets put in your fucking face fucking 18 million times. And you're like, oh my God, can Charlie Chaplin shut the fuck up about Hitler?
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, that's the Aaron Sorkin. Like, Aaron Sorkin's only really good in movies, and even then, like, I don't know. I like The Social Network, but I really don't give a fuck about The West Wing or Newsroom.
Yeah, but there were some like wacky lines in a Social Network, right?
Yeah, but it's only an hour and a half compared to 100 episodes. So they're kind of, at least like they're charming. It's not like it gets old pretty quickly.
I forget.
And also, like, they actually have like Jesse Eisenberg and Justin Timberlake and Andrew Garfield, like actual actors.
It wasn't Seth Rogen in that one too?
In Social Network?
I thought so.
No, it had the cannibal, Army Hammer, I think,
Oh.
as the twins.
Oh, well, yeah. But wasn't there something?
No, Seth Rogen was in Pineapple Express.
I'm mixing them all up. No, fucking.
And Jesse Eisenberg was in 30 Minutes or Less too. That's full circle, actually. I connected 2 movies based on their actor. Moving on.
And we didn't even talk about Kevin Bacon. Fucking.
How many degrees to Kevin Bacon is Seth Rogen? Go.
Fucking 4, probably.
Let's look it up. Do you remember that website?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
that was a big deal back in
my middle school days.
But now you just dredged up another memory from a movie where fucking, I swear to God, maybe it's in the fucking Apple movie.
Oh, one of the Steve Jobs documentary, pseudo documentary bullshit.
Yeah.
Something weird happened. It looks like something like went across the screen like a ghost. It was weird.
Damn, maybe there's a ghost.
Maybe there's a ghost in the footage.
Damn, bro.
This is the last footage of Josh and Sarah alive, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, no, sorry, continue.
But yeah, it was like
let's keep going on this
Steve
ADHD
Jobs
rant.
Exactly. Steve Jobs documentary, and
is it the one? Are you talking about the one with Ashton Kutcher?
Maybe if Seth Rogen is in it, because I know Seth Rogen is a part of the scene.
I think it was Ashton Kutcher and Seth Rogen and Jobs, right? It was probably just called Steve Jobs. I don't know. But okay, yeah, continue.
But yeah, fucking. There's a scene where, I think Seth Rogen is Wozniak or something.
Yeah.
And he's like talking to Jobs, and they're having their they're butting heads at Apple, and Jobs has put on the fucking turtleneck and is ascended into his final form.
Yeah.
And they're gonna do the iPhone thing, and fucking they have this absolutely unhinged, like, super screenwriter written dialogue about the Beatles, where fucking fucking Ashton Kutcher is, fucking Wozniak is like, oh, what? So you're fucking McCartney and I don't know the actual words. I barely know.
I think that was in the trailer. I feel like that was like, I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm Lennon or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Well, Lennon wrote Ticket to Ride or something like that. And it was just like so ham-fisted.
Yeah.
That I fucking remembered people being like, this is so stupid and I'm not seeing this movie.
Yeah, I remember that. I think that was even like one of the preview clips that like one of the actors brings on to the talk shows. That's probably what it was. Yeah. I do remember that, actually. That sounds way too familiar.
And it was just like, I remember people being like, who fucking wrote this movie? It sucks so bad. And then it was somebody said something like Sorkin or whatever. And fucking,
did Aaron Sorkin do one?
I have no idea. Whoever it was, has a history of writing ham-fisted lines.
Which, don't get me wrong, Sorkin for sure has. But okay, hold on. So
similar to Sorkin.
Ashton. Welcome to the Googling podcast. Ashton Kutcher, Steve Jobs. I'm like 90% certain this is the movie. Yeah, it was just called Jobs. I was right. 28% Rotten Tomatoes. Written by Matt Whitley.
Oh.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Maybe it was like a comment that was like, I thought Andrew Sorkin wrote this line because it was so bad.
That might be.
That I just
honestly
saw on Reddit and I was like, Andrew Sorkin wrote this.
All right, we have to tie this in. Because we can get away with saying this was all planned. We have to finish Twilight, actually.
Speaking of ham-fisted lines,
let's talk about ham-fisted scenes.
Oh yeah, you mean when Edward puts his whole fucking vampire hand up Bella's pussy?
And then the births a baby, yeah.
Yeah.
No, okay, so for context,
you named my daughter after the Loch Ness Monster?
Oh god. Okay, so we need to say we're gonna do the same thing we did last time with Twilight, where we don't talk about the first movie and we only talk about the second movie. We're doing that again, but with the third movie, because I don't remember shit about the third movie.
Fuck yeah, what the fuck happened? Well,
was the third movie the one where Edward tries to kill himself? I don't remember.
No. So the first one is the one with the truck and the meeting at school. And then the second one is the one where Edward tries to fucking kill himself.
And then the third one
is...
What was it?
What happened in the third one? The second one was the wolf thing. Oh, the third one was they were going to get married, right?
Do they get married in the third one? I guess they do, right? No, don't they get married in the fourth one?
How many movies are there? 5?
There's 5, but I'm calling the fourth and fifth one the
like
fourth
one movie,
one.
yeah,
because I do remember the basic.
I
plot.
remember pretty much all of the fourth one. What the fuck happened on the third one?
Okay, that one was Eclipse, right? That's the third one.
No, I thought that was the second one.
No, the second one's Breaking Dawn.
Oh, what was the first one?
All right, Twilight. Just Twilight. Twilight, Breaking Dawn, Eclipse, Full New Moon, or is Eclipse the fourth one?
I think Eclipse is the fourth one.
We can Google this. This is the Google show, everybody. Fucking hold on.
What the fuck is going on?
All right, okay.
Wow,
so
we don't remember shit about Twilight.
We watched Twilight 2 weeks ago, and we were going to talk about it a week ago.
What the fuck happens? Because I remember the third movie was like 2 hours, right?
Yeah, it was like excessively long.
Yeah, it was really fucking long.
Oh, I want to state for the record, by the way, that I was right the first fucking time.
Yeah, you were. Yeah,
I just want to state that for the record.
I was like, maybe these movies are good, and then we watched all of them, and I was like, wow, they were not very good at all. Actually, no, they were not.
So I want to say for the record, I called it from the beginning.
Yeah,
and the reason why is because I actually, in hindsight, I do remember the last movie, the fourth one.
Yeah,
because I forget that my sisters were around that age. I think when these movies were coming out, they were like the target demo. So, okay, hold on. So Twilight movies, this is what I do with my life, guys. This is what I get paid $28 a month for on patreon.com/.
At the end of the second movie, Edward's like, I need you to marry me to move forward with our relationship. And then in the third movie,
oh, here's what happened. It's the newborns. It's the weird small vampire gang that's
so
ran
really
by
nothing happens.
Yeah, nothing happens. Yeah, and they're just worried about that, and there's like a small fight, and then one of the kids decides not to fight, but then gets killed anyway because fuck you. And then in the final 2 movies, it's that
Is
after.
that all that happened in the third movie?
I don't think they might have gotten married in that one. I don't think they did.
No, because the actual wedding happens at the beginning of the fourth one.
Yeah, it happens in the beginning of that one, and then they go on honeymoon, and that takes an hour, and they fuck a lot, and then Bella gets pregnant, and everyone's surprised about it.
Yeah,
and then there's 10 hours on the abortion debate, which we'll get to that.
Yeah.
So
that's mostly what I want to talk about is the abortion debate.
Let's try to remember everything though, because I think there's a lot of shit I want to say on that, but also on the ending part. So they don't have the abortion, but everyone wants the abortion, but that doesn't happen. And then the baby's born and it almost kills Bella, so they have to turn Bella. Yeah. And then that's the end of the first movie of the final 2 movies.
No, well, wait.
Yeah, that's the end of the first half.
You're right, because then they turn her and then she wakes up.
Then she wakes up and she's the vampire, and there's the red. They put the red fucking thing into her eyes to make sure that you all know that she's a vampire.
Yeah, that was so stupid.
And then the second part of the fourth movie. Yeah. Because Harry Potter decided to, before becoming transphobic, decided to ruin movies forever.
It was always kind of transphobic.
Harry Potter wasn't transphobic. It was just anti-Jews.
It was anti every race.
Anti every race.
And then pretending to be like, well, if I'm anti every race, then I'm not racist.
Hermione was supposed to be black.
If you're anti every race and you say that as a way of like, I hate every race, blah, 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 you're just
equal
xenophobic.
Opportunity offender.
You just hate people. You're xenophobic. That's literally a problem too, actually.
Yeah, okay, so then the second half of the fourth movie, Bella has powers now, and the Volturi is cool with it, but they don't like the fact that because no one talks to each other in this movie. No, this was all a big miscommunication. Some fucking cousin that was introduced in the first movie that no one gave a fuck about before.
Which was Shannon on Lost.
Shannon on Lost, in her debut movie role, decided Twilight's gonna be
this is when she finally breaks in the film.
Get. Yeah, fucking Oh, Rami Malek's in this movie too.
Yeah. Fucking Rami Malek's in this.
Rami Malek is in.
Fucking Mr. Robot.
Mr. fucking Robot and Until Dawn Man is in this movie.
It was so crazy when he randomly turned into Christian Slater halfway through.
I was just waiting for that.
Yeah.
Oh god, we'll talk about Mr. Robot another day. But okay, so Shannon from Lost is
Yeah.
like,
Is like,
oh, there's a baby vampire. They turned a child into a vampire.
because there's like a cool thing where like this used to happen where they would turn their kids into vampires,
And then they would just go haywire because they'd
Yeah.
have tantrums and destroy entire cities.
which is silly and fun.
Yeah, it's
world
silly and
building.
fun. Yeah, but then they don't care about it. But
Yeah.
that's not what's happening
That's
because the
not all
child
the
keeps
movie.
growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
So
she's part human.
yeah, so she's part human, so she keeps growing up until apparently maturity, which we find out about later.
Yeah.
And so the Volturi's like, oh, we got to go kill the Edward clan, and then we have to get
God, it's so fucking
witnesses.
boring.
We have to. This is a trial. We have to go and
Yeah,
get.
it's like
the,
not even,
we have
like-
to. We have to go get Rami Malek and a bunch of other people.
Well,
to,
no, they get the people because they want to figure out what she is. Like, see if there's other people that are what she is.
Well,
like
no,
half
that's,
mortal, half
That's
vampire.
Alice. That's her thing. That's what she eventually
no, that's
does.
what everybody is trying to do. They're trying to find a bunch of people, like of different tribes, to find the daughter. Find out if the daughter is like a new thing or if it's like a thing that has previously happened. Alice finds the people that they are.
Well, no, okay. So what it was is Alice looked into the future and saw what was going to happen. So she left a note for Bella to
Yeah.
try and find
But
a bunch of other people.
Also, everyone else was looking for, like, oh, this is okay. This is a,
Well, no, because they need the witnesses. That's what it is, right? Like it's
well, that, and also they were trying to find out.
okay. I thought it was just Alice doing that. Then.
No,
That's what it
everyone
seemed
was
like.
trying to find that. Yeah.
Okay,
That's why they found the fucking people of the different tribes in Brazil, and also people of different tribes all around, where they were like, what the fuck is she? And then she, does the thing where she explains what she is by putting her hand on your face.
yeah,
Because there are a bunch of people with different types of powers. Which
yeah,
finally they world built.
yeah. It took in 5
Finally.
movies. Yeah, it's I think that was the main thing I was most upset about. I was like, oh, finally they're cool.
Like, you're just introducing all
But
these
even then-
awesome people in the third act. They don't do
They
anything.
just gave Rami Malek the airbender powers.
Yeah, he's the fucking
he's that avatar. Yeah.
yeah.
But like, okay, so okay, but yeah, they get all these people, and then there's like a standoff.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen.
It was like, yeah, okay, so we have all these people. All these people know that she's a good little girl and she's not going to hurt anybody.
Yeah, she's gonna grow up. Yeah.
Yeah. And, we're trying to figure it out, blah, blah, blah. Alice has the people that are actually the grown-up versions of the girl, which is like 100%.
Yeah.
They're just a vampire, but then someday they'll die,
Yeah.
It doesn't really make sense.
No, it makes sense. It doesn't. I mean, because like, okay, so and they have all the people there, and Alice shows up first. Alice is like, oh, I'll show you what'll happen, and then and then Alice is like, oh, you don't care, and then there's
Yeah.
a big fight that happens.
Yeah, to the main guy who like wants to kill the clan.
Yeah, the main Volturi evil
like,
guy
vampire
that
leader.
was introduced in the second movie.
Yeah,
Because there's no
they have to have like a guy to
they just needed
cause
someone that had a contract that they couldn't get out of.
Well, I think that, and I think in the second book it was supposed to be like, well, now that Bella has to turn into a vampire.
Yeah, so then what is it? Fucking, they're happy that Bella becomes a vampire.
Yeah.
And they send like a gift or whatever, but they're not happy because they think there's a child
That they've
that
turned
won't
a
grow
child.
up. Yeah,
Yeah.
but instead it's a human fucking. So there's a fight that happens, and it's like a 20-minute fight.
It's like fucking awesome
It's
though.
epic.
It's legitimately like guys are being fucking torn apart by
and the wolves are in there, and it's cool and it's fun.
fucking dope.
Yeah, and Rami Malek's like causing an earthquake that like sends a bunch of people to hell.
Which doesn't make any sense because he has fire powers.
He has the ability to change Earth too. Like that's the
Yeah,
So yeah, he can smash into the Earth and cause a
I know.
yeah.
That happened. But also he could have just been a flamethrower is what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah. The one thing we were both joking about the whole time is we know that fire's the main thing that kills all of them. Why didn't they just get a flamethrower?
Just light them all on fucking
Just light
fire,
them on fire.
Raimi.
Yeah, this didn't need to be this difficult.
Why did you need to do all those acrobatics? You could have just lit them
Yeah.
on fire. I don't know.
But like, so all
Maybe
this
magic fire doesn't hurt them or something.
all this cool shit happens, and then we get to the scene where the main bad guy is like a second away from death.
Yeah.
Like his head gets chopped off, and then it's about to go into the fire.
Yeah.
And then we quickly zoom out, and it's Alice is still showing the future.
It's the fucking ending of Dallas where they wake up and it was all a goddamn dream.
It was all a dream. It was in a snow globe. It was a play all along. It was.
Dude, I got so pissed.
It was so upsetting.
Josh knew what it was because he was like, "Oh yeah,
I forgot that happened." Yeah,
and I was like, "Are you fucking shitting my nuts?"
Yeah.
I thought that Carlisle died.
Yeah, they killed off a lot of main characters.
They killed off a lot of like beloved characters.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "Psych, everything's good.
Everything's fine."
What?
Because
You can't do that to me.
Yeah, you can't fucking do it.
Bro.
So all
I was
that
like
happened.
getting so mad. I was like, "Oh my god, is Emmett gonna die? Holy shit!" Like now, but that to me is like that's almost good fiction in a way that it's like bad fiction.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting here, I'm invested. I don't want these people to die because I like these characters. Why do I like them? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, and
because do I know anything about
but then,
them?
like the movie,
No.
but in that scene, that the movie's like, "Fuck you for caring." It didn't matter what you thought. When you have the fake out ending, you know, it's never like good because like fucking, it literally is just like, why did you give a shit?
Haha, you gave a shit.
It's like it's like someone texts you at 8:50 at night and tells you, hey, I think your parents are in my custody. Psych, I just want you to fucking.
Dude, that was so fucked up. He could have been like, your parents were in a car accident, they're in the hospital or some shit. And oh my god.
Back on that real quick. I didn't even mention the main reason why he texted me because he wanted them to stay the night because he thought they were too drunk to drive back. So they wanted me to look over the dogs at my.
No, he didn't. I mean, he didn't think they were too drunk.
He just wanted them to stay the night. Yeah.
Because he wanted to stay out drinking more with them.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Probably they were like, "Oh, let's go home. We have to see the dogs." And he was like, "No, Josh can do it."
That was the main reason. I never even said that. I'm sorry.
Shit.
I have severe ADHD right now.
No, don't worry, honey.
But okay, so back on Twilight, the more important thing.
Fucking God.
So yeah, no one likes a fake out ending, I think is what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, no, it's not fun.
And it's I want to do that one real quick because I know that's a quick thing. Let's talk about the abortion.
I was surprised.
That was pretty much the only conflict in the first half of the fourth movie.
Which like makes it important, right? You know, it's like this is the only thing. It's like, you know, fucking my God. So fucking the baby is gonna kill Bella, but Bella really wants to have this baby. She's like, I gotta have this baby for sure.
Yeah,
but the baby is literally like sucking her blood dry.
Yeah,
from the inside, and Bella looks like a fucking skeleton.
Yeah, it literally looks like
God bless the special effects.
Yeah, like they actually did a good job on it.
I was like worried for
compared
her.
to the other special effects. At least this special effect like worked. Like,
and then Rosalie the vampire lady who hasn't liked Bella and doesn't like that Bella wants to become a vampire because Rosalie wanted to have a kid and wanted to be like a regular blah blah blah, but then she got like raped or beat up or whatever and left in the street to die, and then
became a vampire.
Carlisle found her and saved her by turning her into a vampire
and then took revenge.
But yeah,
so originally I think in the third movie she was like, I don't want you to become a vampire. Why would you do this? Why would anyone do this to themselves?
Right, because she's like, I never got to live a human life, so you should go and live a human life.
But then because Bella gets pregnant,
now Rosalie is like, this is a baby. You gotta have the baby because then you're just killing it.
And then
blah blah blah.
Like Alice and a bunch of other people are calling it a fetus, and then
she's
Rosalie,
like, it's a baby.
And I'm like, haha, clap, you know,
right?
Like fucking
I'm like, you know, it's like when your family starts bringing up politics at Thanksgiving. You're like, how did we get here?
What are we doing here?
What's going on?
And you know, again, I do want to say again, thank you to the person that reminded us that
Stephanie Myers is Mormon.
Fucking Mormon.
Because wow, that really characterized our watching of this.
Yeah, it was like, oh, okay, so sex before marriage, bad. Sex right after marriage, good. Abortion, bad. Even
having
in the case
babies, good.
Having babies, good, even if it means you die for the cause.
Right.
Like you're some weird fucking patriotic, hey, die in the army. It's cool. It's a good thing to do.
And then not only that, but the child is special.
Yeah.
So it's like, ooh, if you kill the baby, then you could be killing the next Jesus Christ.
Kinda, yeah.
And it's like,
But also, it's realized that the
What
baby
if-
isn't special because it's happened before too.
What if
So-
you're a Twilight fan and you got an abortion?
Yeah, you would just
I
be
would
called the
feel
fuck
like
out.
Fucking weird. I'd be like, what the fuck? I came here to forget about.
Yeah, I want to just enjoy some.
Shit.
I want to go to the movie theater, get my 20-ounce AMC fucking popcorn bullshit,
Yeah.
and have a nice
Sit
Coke.
here, have a nice Coke, have a nice time, and then it's like all abortion shit, and you're like,
I didn't.
this is fucking weird, and it's all like people like Belle's like it's my body, I get to make the choice, blah blah blah.
And then she's literally dying, and everyone else is like,
You're going to die.
"You're going to die." But then I guess everyone's like, "I guess, all right, you want to die."
Guess whatever,
And
we'll
then-
figure it out. And the fucking wolves have decided to kill this baby, which
yeah.
to me feels like the characterization of people that are pro-abortion as just monstrous baby killers. Like they're like, it's unnatural.
And then the wolves
It's
want to kill,
bad.
and then after the birth, the wolves want to kill the whole clan anyway because in their eyes the treaty's broken because they bit a human.
Right.
And then,
But
we have to talk about that too.
Yeah, we do.
God,
Yeah, we do.
Fucking
the
forgot.
biggest metaphor is that Jacob is like, ew, I have to kill this baby. I'm going to fucking kill this baby. I'm going to kill the fuck out of this baby.
Yeah.
This baby should not exist. I don't like babies and humans existing and blah, blah, blah.
And then-
Humans and vampires making a baby, it's fucking unnatural. That's dumb as shit. And then he sees the baby.
They make eye contact for a millisecond.
The craziest scene in all of cinema history happens.
All right, before we do that, we have to do background. So apparently in this universe, there's a thing that wolves have called imprinting where you...
Which is normal for like the fucking crazy wolf fanfics.
Yeah, fine, whatever. All right, it's cool. It's an epic concept that you lock eyes with someone and you feel a connection with them, right? Cool, awesome.
It's really dumb.
It's whatever.
I think
who
it's
gives
really
it?
dumb.
It's
one of my favorite things to read about.
Everything in this movie is dumb. That we don't have to disagree on that. But okay, so you imprint on someone, so that means you have a bond with them now, and you just wanna fucking send them to Pound Town, you know?
Yeah, like you both realize like you're soulmates at the same time.
Yeah, you're both soulmates. Apparently, Mormon libertarianism exists in this universe, and in our universe, in Stephanie Meyer's Salt Lake City fucking.
If you're like, why libertarianism?
Well,
We're gonna
because
say,
don't
worry.
Well, see, so
Stay with us.
So
So this
this
baby
is
is
a baby.
freshborn,
like maybe 10
0
minutes.
years old.
0 years old.
Jacob sees this baby with the
And-
intent to kill it, falls to his knees, and his dick gets hard.
Basically, and then
He has a
but like
spiritual.
he has like a fucking a spiritual awakening where it's like, oh, we're driving through the woods now, and like I'm chasing and I'm running with this
And he has
werewolf.
visions of her at all stages of her life, including when she is a toddler,
Yeah,
and a child,
and Jacob.
and a teenager, and then an adult, where he's like envisioning them together romantically.
Yeah, and so Jacob imprints onto a newborn baby, and abortion bad, pedophilia good. Throw the confetti, Josh. Do it in After Effects. Make some confetti.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
This was 2013.
Yeah.
This was before Weinstein. This was before.
Yo, Weinstein
This
was
was-
like, that's fucking awesome.
Yo, we can go younger?
Like he didn't know the whole time that he could do that. Like he just never thought that could be a
Summit
possibility.
Entertainment was like, we gotta take
That's
this off of
so
Weinstein's
funny.
hands or else he's gonna get some ideas.
A pedophile not realizing he could go
Be a
younger.
pedophile.
Holy shit. What the
Why
fuck?
why come into plants and caffeine pots when you can come into those breastfeeding things?
Why, like, I guess there is a moment in every pedophile's life where he's like, you could do that? And then society is like, no, you cannot.
No, you can't.
You're not allowed.
Well, society says no, but
and then
Twilight
they're like,
says
yes,
yeah. Twilight
absolutely,
says
you
epic.
can.
My name is Stephanie Myers, and I think
I
this
make
is
people
epic.
do whatever I want.
Bro, it's not
Holy
even
crap.
Bro, like, okay, so like the okay, wait, hold on. I gotta give
You
wait,
can
hold on.
do-
Hold on. Hold on. We gotta mention though, we have to say, okay, before all you epic Twilight fans type in the comments, I'm well aware that technically, because this is a vampire human child, she matures a lot faster or whatever.
Who gives a
She's
fuck
really,
about technically? They're all gonna be like, yes, that was
Yeah.
pedophilia.
yeah, that's fucking pedophilia still.
Let's not talk down to them.
It's still going
they
to be,
know what happened.
even though they're biologically 18, they're mentally 8.
they
I'm
totally
sorry.
understand. This shit is what made me want to watch this movie.
Yeah, so like listen, but like I have to say that because at the end of the movie they have the montage of the future in 8 years from now.
Yeah.
Where it's Bella and Edward fucking frolicking on a beach, and then it's Jacob, and then this fully grown
Woman.
woman that you're supposed to be like, oh, she's an adult now, it's cool.
Yeah, now it's cool.
But no, it's like 8
But
years.
then, right.
Like, it's like, come on. There's
no,
no
like
fucking
technically
way.
she's 8 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, like there's no way that she's gonna be like mentally.
26.
That's the libertarian argument of like,
Yeah.
oh, mental maturity is
No,
only the
yeah,
real thing.
Literally,
you know?
though, that literally is it. But like, also, I feel like, so then I'm like, okay, why? I never thought like,
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm going crazy.
I know, it's all right. Fucking, I never thought like, I knew about this, you know?
Yeah.
I never thought like, why would that exist? And then now watching the movie, I'm like, this is an anti-abortion thing. There's no other reason. It's like, don't kill your unborn baby because that might be somebody's soulmate. Which I think is the dumbest fucking thing
really
I've ever
That's
thought.
really stupid. Yeah.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever thought.
really funny.
Like, it's worth... This is what romance has done to us as a society.
Yeah.
Like, it's worth
honestly.
all the trauma. Like, it's worth being put through the foster care fucking system. It's worth growing up absolutely cripplingly poor and not being able to have any social mobility because someday you might love.
Twilight.
And like, it just...
That's all.
So it decided like, okay, so we need to do this pedophilia thing so we can get across this anti-abortion message. And you know what? Now that I've seen it with my own 2 eyes and I've listened to it and we watched it all with subtitles, nobody can fucking tell me that this isn't an anti-abortion message.
Because your baby will convince anti-abortionists to become pedophiles.
Exactly. That's a good thing, apparently. So fucking yeah. Pro tip, because the baby's just that good.
They want to do late or afterbirth abortions. Nah, just kidding. They want to fuck the afterbirth abortion.
You can do that?
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Oh my
Dip your way.
god.
Was that a good joke? Was that a good Sarah, was that a good bit?
Fuck, bro. I don't know, man. It's just like, wow.
Yeah, it's wild. It's a wild fucking thing.
You know, I knew it was wild because it's
Yeah, like,
it's
of course
fucking
it is.
crazy. That's fucking crazy.
He's 119 years old and he's fucking a 17-year-old. It's pretty crazy.
If you're out there and you're like, that wasn't an anti-abort, go watch it again.
Go watch it again. It's pretty clearly.
Go watch it again and think about it. Watch it again.
Go watch a Major League Taylor Green video, whatever her fucking name is. MTG video, and then watch Twilight, and then you'd be like, oh, I can connect the dots.
Metal Tier Gossip.
Metal Tier Gossip, yeah. My favorite spinoff to the hit video game series, Metal Gear Solid. Marjorie Taylor Greene, that's her name. MTG.
Metal Tier Gollid. Stupid.
But yeah, no.
Yeah, no, that fucking shit was wild and nothing happened, and I thought something would happen.
Nah, nothing happened.
The Loch Ness Monster thing was the only funny thing.
Yeah.
And Bella, where have you been, Loca? But that happened at the beginning, so it's like,
So, yeah,
we're already
you have to
done
go
with
through
that.
3 movies of bullshit where nothing happens.
And I really can't
And then
emphasize
just-
this enough. Entire hours of my life.
Yeah, no, literally, don't watch any of the Twilight
Don't do
movies.
it.
Just don't do it.
Don't do it. Unless you don't believe me about the abortion thing, then I want you to watch
Just
it
find
until you
just-
get it.
Yeah, until you get it.
I don't want to see any fucking
obvious.
comments that are like, it wasn't an abortion metaphor.
Yes,
Because
it was. Yes, it was.
I'm just going to down like your comment and not respond to you because you're wrong. You have the wrong opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. God, my throat fucking hurts now.
Oh, from laughing about the idea that pedophiles could go younger and they get like happy about it.
I think it's pedophilia is really funny, actually.
Yeah. That's how you know the devil exists. It's fucking funny.
Hell yeah. You just high five that, you fucking.
Yeah, I fucking did.
You want to take a quick break and do an ad read, and then
Yeah.
I need 5 minutes.
I gotta
Holy
pee
shit.
and I gotta get...
Welcome to the ad read. Hey, are you enjoying this podcast?
I know I am.
You should consider fuck, I can't say words right now. You should consider liking and subscribing on YouTube, rating us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and fucking Spotify.
And ring that damn bell.
And make sure you're following us on Twitter at APWSTR. And fucking, if you want to support financially, we're working on getting merch back up. We're gonna have mugs soon.
Yeah, we're
gonna do mugs.
The printing on the fucking
T-shirts have not been coming out well.
No.
My T-shirt's been okay, but I also haven't worn it that much.
my t-shirt is fucking up actually now.
I think I feel like if we do printing on T-shirts again, it'll be A, through like someone we can trust, and B, also
Yeah, like it'll
like
either
small print.
Yeah, it'll be small or it'll be like local print shop. Like we're gonna and try to do like recycled shit, you know.
Yeah, but the
'Cause
good
we
news is
don't
that mugs are actually kind of still working, so we'll
That's
do mugs,
good.
and also you actually use mugs.
Yeah, mugs are like useful. It's
Yeah.
not something you're just gonna wear at night.
Have a tea and coffee, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna get back on that. But if you want to support us monthly, you can go to not buy me a coffee. That's one time. Patreon.com/APWSTR. And you get exclusive content and sometimes podcasts pretty early.
We did a whole thing before this where I sang Nickelback songs.
And that might be a Patreon exclusive.
Maybe
we'll see.
it is. Who knows?
At some point, I'm going to try and do a supercut of all our failed intros and then make that a Patreon exclusive. That might be a fun one.
That's a good idea.
If I ever do it. If you don't want those perks, but you do want to help out financially and have us read something, buymecoffee.com/APWSTR is where you want to go. $3 a coffee, and we'll say whatever you want to say as long as it's not the worst thing imaginable.
Yeah.
I don't know what else is do I say anything
think that's
else?
it.
I think that's I did it. I haven't lost it yet.
Please give us money.
After 2 weeks, I haven't lost it. Please give us money.
We would
Money.
We would like money.
We would like money. If you want us to do this full time, fucking do it.
Fucking do it.
Back to the show.
See ya.
And we're back. And good news, everybody. My
gabagool.
parents are out of custody. And if that doesn't make any sense to you, you shouldn't have skipped to this fucking portion of the podcast.
We should just start saying random shit at the beginning of this to be like,
But you shouldn't have
now
skipped
I'm
to
not
this
pregnant
part.
anymore.
Yeah.
So that they go and watch the rest and then get mad.
Yeah. That is clickbait in the middle of the podcast. See, I'm thinking with my head here.
Exactly.
Yeah. Welcome to the Redditor, not Reddit, the
Redditor
listener stories. Listener stories.
That's
Fuck Reddit.
listeners. Fuck Reddit.
First, before we do that, though, as part of the ones that I happen to pick, I actually have 2 very quick updates.
Yeah.
And it's been 2 months since I sent this in, so my apologies.
Oops.
We also have gotten updates from other people, and we'll get to those eventually. Don't worry. The longer ones we're going to put in with the...
Yeah, like if you have an update for your story, since we're so backlogged, and we probably are going to be backlogged for a long time,
we're going to be backlogged until we die. Until we, I think if we hit 200 stories, I think
we're
we'll
gonna
close
stop.
this. Yeah, we'll close the submission and just
we're gonna
get
work through them, and then we're gonna open them again.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
for now we're not there yet.
No.
But as part of the 7 stories, there were 2 that were short, so I'm gonna throw them in real quick. I know there's 2 more that were just recently submitted, and I put them into the list.
If your update is long enough that it's basically another story, then just put it in the
But if it's a short thing, you can just tweet it at us.
Yeah.
But they've been waiting, so I might as well throw them in real quick.
Yeah, why not?
I can pull them up real quick. Also, podcast update. We did do the Dave Matthews podcast.
We did start it.
It started, and we're going to slowly release it to Patreon first, and then slowly out to everybody.
Yeah. And we're working on gaming stuff, too.
Yeah, I got a capture card so we can get Switch games and PS4 games on there. So
nice. I'm fucking excited, man.
But let me first actually look at these updates. I don't remember these people. All right. So this first update comes from Luna, they, them. This is Luna from the self-esteem in the toilet story here. I just wanted to give y'all an update, so I talked to Soul and Star about not wanting to be in a polycule and how I only see Star as a friend, and everyone took it well.
Nice.
She agreed that we should just be friends with maybe some benefits, and Soul apologized for not considering my needs enough.
Aww.
Life's pretty good now that I'm not stressing about this. I guess I just needed to push to start the conversation. Thank you all so much, and
Hell
hope you have a nice
yeah.
day. So yeah, congrats.
Good job.
Yeah, I do actually remember that one.
Yeah, me too.
So long ago.
I actually do remember most of these stories, and I do think about them often.
Yeah. True, yeah.
Your stories mean a lot to me, baby.
Yeah, and once they're reminded of them, I'll probably remember them. I just see so much of them because I keep editing through them and fucking...
Makes sense.
Yeah. But this other update comes from Angel She Her. She says, hello, thank you so much for covering my story. So sorry for the delay. The story was about the petty transphobes running the women's collective at my university.
Yes, I love this one. Y'all drew the ducks.
Yeah, this was from episode 104, and I'll actually link them all up here.
Yeah.
Just wanted to give an update. The old executives are out, and a lot nicer and more kinder ones are in.
Hell yeah.
Very open to all trans and non-binary people, especially in the club.
Dope.
Just got reminded of this story the other day, as in one of our queer spaces, someone drew a photo of the piece was never an option goose, reference to the podcast, on the whiteboard.
Hell yeah.
Just as a funny reminder of the story /podcast. I'll send a photo through to you to Instagram as thank you. Lots of love, Angel. Did we get a photo of this?
Yes, we did. I saw it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was like a long time ago. Yeah.
Really? Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I completely forgot about that.
It was fucking awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, but hell yeah. Thank you. Sorry it took us 14 episodes to
I think
respond.
I may have responded to them on Instagram, but
yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, we didn't.
I'm really bad
publicly.
at responding to people. I'm sorry.
I try to respond to people on Instagram. Sometimes I miss a couple. So if I haven't responded to you, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry too. Oh, also real quick, if you sent anything through TikTok,
it's not happening.
We're not gonna get to it.
I'm sorry, bro.
The only thing I'm even considering doing is a Patreon exclusive. Just watching videos that you guys sent in and trying to figure out why you sent them in. I'm gonna probably start doing that soon. I think
that actually
that
would
might
be fun as fuck.
Yeah.
Did we get a lot of videos? I don't even know.
Yes.
Really?
Real quick, just so you guys have understand. This is a nice little housekeeping portion.
Yeah.
Let me get off this Family Guy TikTok and let me.
Is it the
last
Peter
video?
Griffin is a non-binary sapphic?
All right.
thing?
No. So all right, I'm gonna list to you dates that we've gotten a video sent to us. Wednesday, 4/16, 4/15, 4/7, 4/4, 4/1, 3/28, 3/27, 3/27, 3/26, 3/26, 3/22. Live video 3/19, 3/18, 3/16, 3/13, 3/11, 3/10.
Y'all
a
like
sound
us.
was shared at 3/1,
What?
2/24, 2/21, 2/16. So we have a couple videos in there.
Bro, I can't wait to go through these and have them be like videos of like people that are like, fuck APWSTR, cancel them.
Cancel us in the fucking, like, add us then.
Yeah, add us if you cancel us.
And also, just as another broad brush stroke, if you want to use this in like gaming content on TikTok, use your sound,
absolutely
do it. I don't give a shit.
Fucking do it. I want to hear our voices.
Someone recently did like the bead thing, like they were pressing beads into the thing and use their sound behind it.
Bro,
You're more than welcome to do that.
I want to get to the jewelry makers.
Yeah, jewelry makers, fair game. Just,
Those are my favorite ones.
All right, let's start. Let's welcome to the listener story segment, everybody. All right, you first, Sarah.
Here we go, baby.
Let's go. Let's fucking do our jobs.
This is from Kat, she, her.
All right.
I'm going to start by saying I'm aware that this is not as exciting as your other stories, and I have ADHD, so it is a bit long.
Fucking same. Don't worry.
Well, and also, like, it is exciting.
Okay, cool.
Like, don't worry. Am I the asshole if I extend my work trip to cross some things off my bucket list while my spouse is left at home?
Ooh, okay.
This one is actually, like, I don't know.
This is interesting because I feel like you've read a story on this from like Reddit at some point, like a similar one.
Oh, that was from the male's perspective.
Yeah, but this is
I remember
different.
that.
Yeah.
Backstory: I, female, and my spouse, 36. It's complicated. I think that's about their gender identity, not about their relationship.
Okay, all right.
Live in the U.S. During the pandemic, I was lucky enough to snag a stay-at-home work job. Work for a startup men's underwear company centrally located in London. It started part-time, but I did very well. So last year I signed my first full-time contract.
Oh, congrats.
It was super exciting because I left a job working with kids with disabilities, but not because of the kids, but the company didn't give a shit about their employees, paid horribly, and left me in dangerous situations with no backup.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Yeah.
During that time, I would get lost and worked most holidays, and have gone years without any time off. I always agreed to work overtime and even did a lot of prep work off the clock under the guise of "we don't do this for the money" message my company always pushed on us.
Oh, yeah.
I loved my kids very much, but enough was enough. My current boss knows all of this and has been very clear about wanting me to have a life outside of my job. She also decided to put in my contract that I get 1 round-trip flight a year and go work in the office in London and bond with our small team.
Huh.
Last year, I went for 4 weeks during the Christmas season to be there for Black Friday and made it home just in time for Christmas. It was amazing, but I was swamped with work and worked 9 to 11 hours every day and didn't get to see much. Here's the asshole bit.
Oh, all right.
I decided this year I was going to go in the summer because we are much less busy and the sun is out until 10 a.m., so I will get to see more. Once you are on that side of the Atlantic, traveling is very cheap, like dirt cheap. There are a few things I would like to do. Some examples is spend a few weeks working from Glasgow to be near my best friend, who my spouse has never met, talked to, but for some reason hates. Go to see my cousin in Berlin, go to Poland, etc. Plus, I would like to be there for my 2-year anniversary and have a drink with my team. I mentioned this to my boss and we talked it over, and I decided I would go for 3 months this time.
Oh, okay.
I kind of made this decision without speaking to my spouse.
Okay.
That's not good.
That's not great, but
Okay.
all right. Okay.
I haven't booked the ticket yet, but I did speak to them about it. More to let them know my plan rather than ask permission. Now, my spouse is an angel, supports me, and is super patient with my wanderlust. We have a great relationship and may have been codependent for a bit, but are both in therapy to work through that. They always wanted me to leave my old job because I would work myself to death and never got to do the things I wanted. They were understandably upset about the time, but said they would never stop me from doing what I want to do. I offered to use some of my savings and have them come with me, but for some of it, but they refused. It has been a week and they are okay, but sometimes look like they're going to cry and asks why it has to be that long. I feel like I have kicked a puppy. Difficult, you know?
Is that where it ends?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I was about to be like, whoa, why'd you end on the kicking a puppy metaphor?
Unfortunately, most of my friends have been telling me I am a selfish asshole for leaving my spouse to fend for themselves, and I should have asked for permission before deciding what I wanted to do. I remind them that no one gets opportunities like this, and I really want to make the most of mine, seeing as I spent so many years putting others before me. I also tell them I tried by inviting my spouse, and they refused, and I will be still paying all my portion of the house bills while I am there. But they kept saying that their husbands would never allow it. I don't really feel like listening to them. I love you for that sentence. I think that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I don't really feel like listening to them because our lives are different. They have kids, we don't. And they seem pretty unhappy and unfulfilled in their marriages. Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
But still, I hate that I have upset my spouse. I have always taken care of everyone else, and so when I do things for myself, it makes me feel like a terrible person. Especially because I could cut things out of my trip and go for less time, but I know if I cut this trip short or not, I will still hold some resentment. I don't know. As I'm writing this, I feel like it sounds pretentious, so I'm probably the asshole. I don't know, man. She, her.
Okay, she, her. Okay.
And then their partner is they, them.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I don't think because okay, I don't want to say you're the asshole because I think asshole is too harsh of a word. You did do a little. You were a little shitty in like
making the decision without even talking to them.
Yeah, that's shitty. I think that's kind of like
when you're living with somebody, and yeah, you probably do need to talk to them before you make the decision.
It's kind of like, and I know this is way past the point of like, you know, whether or not you booked your ticket. I assume you're there right now.
Yeah, like you've made the decision. You know?
But
that's the thing.
I don't think. I mean, I think that's the shittiest part so far.
But
I definitely understand the want of like.
Yeah, especially
if this is like a once in a lifetime thing. I could understand making that decision on a whim, like being like.
Yeah.
Like in that moment, you're just like, okay, I need to do this thing. This is like, I want to see my cousin, see my friend. It's weird that their partner
hasn't seen the friend. I mean,
and
it's
then
not,
also just judges or like doesn't like them.
yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't like them.
That's a weird thing that I
unless they do like mean shit to you, but I don't know. We don't know enough information.
Not
about
only that too, and like I think you did something shitty and you tried to make up for it, which I mean, if you're gonna do something shitty, at least make up for it. And you did try doing that by like offering to give up your savings.
And it's weird that they said no.
Especially, yeah, like if it's
bothering them this much.
Yeah, there's something that's,
to me, it would be like, what's up then?
Yeah, what's going on? I mean, maybe it's just like too big of like a decision or like too big of a move, but I don't know.
So okay, yeah, let me say what I think. Fucking, I agree. Like, I think that was a little shitty, but like, I don't know. I just feel weird that like there are couples out there that can't be away for 3 months. You know what I mean?
I think you can make, especially like, I think it's one thing to like go long distance for like maybe a year or two.
Like that's long.
Thing, that's long. 3 months.
A couple of months is like, to me, I feel like that's not. I mean, but I guess it would get really lonely.
It would get lonely, and I'm willing to bet too. After like COVID and shit, like being separated from people, or even just like it might be a bit of a pretty drastic change to lose someone after. If you've been living together for 2 years and stuck together, inside together,
but then they could go.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the part that that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. They should probably want to try and make an effort to be there.
Well, then, so I'm sorry. So Josh, if we were married and I wanted to go on a trip and I invited you on the trip and you said, no, I don't want to go on the trip. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to go on the trip
by myself. You go on the trip.
And you said no, I would have a really big problem with that.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. That's kind of like,
that feels like controlling to me.
Kind of, yeah. Where
you
it's
can
like,
say like, I don't want to be away from you for that long. You can say that. You don't need to say you can't go because I don't want that to happen, because that doesn't make sense. Like, you have to recognize, even in a marriage, it's not like you sign the marriage papers, you just give away your bodily autonomy.
You're forced to do those, like you're bound by the hip and then you have to walk together, like tied together on the right and left foot. Like, yeah, that doesn't make sense. Yeah. So like, I can understand like not being able to, I think it's weird. Okay. So like, let's say that the partner, they work, right? You know, they have a job that's in person. They can't leave their job or else
for 3 months,
3 months, and they risk losing that.
That's possible.
And I can understand that and being like, no, I don't want to do that. I think that's the selfish thing then, is saying you shouldn't go because I can't go.
Right. I think that's
you're
not
right on
right.
that being kind of controlling. Yeah,
that is controlling.
That is controlling. Yeah. So like,
which I think is why they probably said no. I don't. You know, you can't go, and they described that. But then also they're sad about it, but they're not really expressing their emotion. I don't know why people feel like expressing an emotion is manipulative. You know, it's not. Like, when you say, I'm going to be sad, it makes me sad that you made this decision without me, or it makes me sad that you're leaving for 3 months. That's okay to say.
Yeah, I think
saying that you're okay with it and then you not being okay with it,
that's manipulative. That's when that crosses the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't. I think. Yeah, I really. I'm not gonna blame you for going over the summer. I'm assuming that like I mean,
I think you should tell them everything that you've written in the post and say like, hey, listen, I really want to go to this, and
there's a lot of things I want to do.
I'm gonna be resentful if you control me. Yeah,
and that's the thing, is like that's gonna lead to more harm than good. And then like, it's also, again, they're doing weird shit.
They might have an explanation for why they're acting that way. If they've been abandoned in the past, it might be very difficult for them.
There might be something. There's a root cause. And you guys already said that you guys are both going to therapy, so I know that there's
and you also
at least
mentioned
attempts of working out
codependency in the past. So maybe that has something to do with it. So maybe I think this can be solved with talking about it and you apologizing for making the decision without consulting them.
But that being said, I'm not going to blame you for making the decision. Like,
No, this is something that's so big that like, this is like ridiculous if you said no. You know, you're basically making the choice of, do I live my life or do I not live my life?
Yeah, you know, it's kind of like like those things where it's like, would you shit for $2 billion? You know, it's like, yeah, obviously I would. Yeah,
of course I would. I don't know. People have weird. It's not weird. People have different views of relationships, and they have different boundaries, and you have to ask your partner what are their boundaries.
Yeah,
and then you have to tell them, well, this is blah blah blah, but this sounds like something that you're going to do. So this might be something that makes you guys incompatible. Honestly, that you want to travel, they don't want to travel.
That might be a pretty big incompatibility. Yeah,
honestly, it might be.
But I mean, I hope not. Fucking, I don't want to wish that upon anyone. But
no,
like,
it's terrible. But it's like also
that might be a reality. Yeah,
it might not be anybody's fault.
Yeah. So I get that.
You just got to talk to them about it, and you got to figure it out.
Yeah, I'm
also,
gonna say
fuck your friends for calling you a selfish asshole.
Yeah, fuck them. Honestly,
that's weird.
That's a little weird. You have some shitty friends.
Yeah,
those are friends I would not want to see at the outdoor rehearsal picnic. Fucking yeah. I'm gonna say not the asshole, but did something shitty.
Mildly
shitty.
Mildly. Not really.
NTABDSM.
You got a reactions. Do you need a fucking acronym? Goddamn, gabagool. Jesus. You know what we fucking said?
Making acronyms for like sentences that will only be applicable once.
Bella, where have you been, Loca? I've seen those before.
BW.
People have, like, gotten that on like charm bracelets.
Good, yeah.
It's funny.
I'm gonna get that on charm bracelet, honestly.
Bracelet? Sorry, say that again, Josh. Bracelet? What's that mean?
It's a lacy bracelet, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's my new lingerie
Sexy.
that's coming out, yeah. The lacelet.
The lacelet.
So this next story comes to us from Finn. They, them.
Finn is a good name.
Finn is a good name, yeah. Okay, so this is going to be long, but I personally like listening to the long listener stories on your podcast. So this one goes out to all the people like me.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's nice. I think that's the first time somebody said they like listening to the long stories.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm 23 years old currently, but to give some backstory, when I was 13, I was groomed by an 18-year-old and in a horrible abusive relationship. I was with him for almost 8 years, so from the ages of 13 to 21, I was pretty much experiencing things the way he would let me. He moved into my house when I was a sophomore in high school, and we lived together for like 5 years. Looking back, the whole thing was an absolute nightmare and definitely has fucked me up long term.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I get it.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
Finally, in 2020, I escaped the situation by the skin of my teeth and was able to get a restraining order. About 6 or 7 months later, I started seeing someone, 23, non-binary, really amazing, and we fell super in love.
Hell yeah.
We've now been together for almost 2 years, and the whole time has been nothing but love and maximum effort from them.
Hell yeah.
While we've been together, we've graduated college, got a place together, and have started our careers, which are both in the same field.
Fuck yeah.
They are an absolutely amazing partner and my best friend. This is the part where things get tricky.
Oh no.
I am polyamorous and bisexual. Because of my previous situation of being controlled for almost a decade of my life, I've never been able to explore my sexuality. My partner is monogamous. When we started dating, these things were addressed, and our terms are that the relationship only lasts as long as it's working for both of us. Lately, I've been feeling like there's a hole in my heart because I've had no time to explore. If I think about spending the whole rest of my life not being able to be with a woman even once, I will cry. I want more than anything to be able to have a girlfriend alongside my partner, but that's off the table for them, which is fine. I agreed to that. So my options right now feel like 1, stay with them and be sad that I can't be with a woman, or 2, leave this amazing and loving relationship to explore myself and also put myself at risk of being seriously hurt again.
Yep.
I also just want to say my partner knows about my feelings. We've talked about it a lot. They're supportive and understanding and don't want to hold me back from anything I want to do.
That's great.
The part where I need advice. I know that's not uncommon for people to end relationships because of sexuality and polyamory issues, but my problem is that I know regardless of my gender, my partner is an absolute treasure. They are so transparent, they constantly put in the work to show up for me in a way that makes me feel loved, and we have a seriously solid foundation of trust that we have worked really hard to build and maintain. Even within friendships, I've never known someone who I can trust as much as my partner.
Yep.
Because of this, I tend to feel super guilty about wanting something more.
Yeah.
I feel like I sound like those guys on the other posts that are like, oh yeah, I need to go to Europe and fuck girls. But it's not like that at all.
I love
Fucking
you.
dude. Oh yeah. Oh, like the last listener? I'm just kidding. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
No,
I'm joking.
we're fucking joking.
I'm joking.
Holy
This is a bit.
shit.
This is a joke.
Oh my god.
I think it's just funny that your story also
It's
had a
literally
Europe.
about
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
But
not even
they're
about
not
that.
even
They're
about
not even
wanting to
fucking.
go
They
and
just want to
fuck.
go to Europe.
They
Yeah.
just want to
I'm
experience.
sorry. I'm sorry at
country.
the other listener. I feel like I was trapped under a rock being abused and controlled for my most formative years and don't have any experience exploring myself.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to lose my best friend in the strongest relationship I've ever had. I know that leaving with what I have now would put me at risk for getting seriously hurt again, and right now it doesn't feel like worth the risk. But I'm wondering if it would be shitty of me to just enjoy where I'm at and who I'm with until the risk feels worth it. Or am I denying myself the things I deserve by staying? I know this is going to be complicated getting into a mono relationship as a poly person, but to be frank, I had no idea I was going to build such a strong and loving relationship. I'm in therapy to talk about issues like this, and I also have talked about this often with the people I love, but I feel like I could also benefit from outside perspective. Thanks so much, guys. Heart emoji.
So I'm a pansexual monogamous person, and I only realized I was pansexual after dating the other gender and having a long-term
and
relationship.
Getting sick of men.
But it was mostly like, it was weird because when I came out as pansexual, it was like part of me that was like, it was important for me to acknowledge that I am attracted to women. But, and you know, pretty much everyone. I'm attracted to all body types, all genders, everything. And most of my attraction is based off of personality because I've had so much, I don't know if I would say trauma, but like of putting myself down, you know, and not being able to be my true self. And that was important for me to express, especially to people close to me like Josh. And there was a moment where, you know, Josh then said, well, do you want an open relationship? And that like devastated me because I was like, oh my God, Josh wants to go out and fuck other bitches. And I didn't realize that Josh meant like, no, I don't want to take away. Josh was like, I'm so dedicated to you that we are going to be together forever, which means that if we were in a monogamous relationship, you would never be able to be with a woman. And you felt bad about that. I didn't even see it that way because I was like, we're monogamous.
Yeah, and like I think
and we had to communicate about that.
Yeah, because like I mean and speaking like I think no matter what happens, whether we stay together or break up, I think we'll be good friends for like the rest of time, unless one of us fucks up so badly.
Yeah,
you know?
Unless like something terrible happens.
Yeah,
but
you know, I pull a Kramer, you know. But like I think,
I mean that's also relevant too. But like
I think Sarah's lucky because I guess
point. Yeah, I'm lucky that I am monogamous and that I feel like you might even be less monogamous than I am, but I feel like you are still monogamous. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess
like you were totally like, yeah, let's try it. Like fucking
Fuck
yeah,
it.
okay.
I mean, I guess like because I guess at the end of the day, I don't think something because I do want to be with you no matter what, but I also don't want to like hold you back from like being able to explore that side if you ever wanted to, you know? Because like,
right. But my thing is like, my point is I don't want to.
Yeah,
and it's not because you know, I don't want to be in a relationship with a woman. It's because like I found the person that I'm in a relationship with. You know, that's it.
Yeah,
I don't need to like explore anything else because I know like that this is what fulfills me. So even having the idea, ooh, maybe I should go out there, you know, and crying because the idea of never being with a woman who hurts you that much is you telling yourself that you need that.
Yeah.
It's telling you that you are not monogamous.
Yeah.
And you need to listen to that part of you. You know? And it sucks. And like, you know, your partner didn't do anything wrong and you have not done anything wrong.
Yeah. The only way you'd be wrong is if you cheated on your partner and decided just to be polyamorous.
Or continued to stay in this relationship and somehow became resentful of your partner.
Yeah, and then you just be hurting them for practically no reason. Like
pretty much. Well, yeah, because and the problem is that bad things can happen at any time. your partner can flip a switch tomorrow. Most often that doesn't happen, but like they could. You know, your partner can really fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So even while you're in a relationship, you're not safe from being hurt, you know?
Yeah, so I definitely I can understand. It feels like being between a rock and a hard place, but
It is.
it is. But like it seems like in the long run, it's probably going to be best for you if you're not feeling monogamy. It's just a straight up incompatibility at that point.
Yeah.
And that might be grounds to
get out there.
Yeah. And like, I mean, the good news is that like the strangely good news is that there's way more good people.
Yeah.
Not even good people. I'd probably say neutral people.
At least leagues better than groomed you for 10 years.
Yeah, like those. The good news, and like it's really hard to see this, especially on this fucking show.
Yeah.
There's the amount of assholes in the world I think are slowly decreasing.
Yeah.
But there's still always going to be someone out there, and you're gonna still have to protect yourself in some way or another.
Yeah.
And find out what, like, tune that radar of like, oh, I think this person's a good person.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be hard because you've been taken advantage of and like for years, and it fucking you'll eventually, like, if you decide to leave and go find partners that are more compatible, if you're polyamory,
yeah,
you will find people that you can trust and find people that you will be able to
have great relationships with
and build that trust and,
you know,
have good, strong working relationships, you know.
And it sounds like your partner is like
accepting too of like, hey, if you want to leave, I get it.
You know, they're not looking down on polyamory. They're not like judging you or accusing you of anything. So fucking, it sounds like you guys will be able to keep a relationship after this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in some way or another.
A friendship, whatever. And
it might take some time to be like
fulfilling.
Yeah. Yeah. It might just take some time for them to be like, I need a few weeks to get over.
Right. Everybody has boundaries.
But then, you know, eventually they'll send you a text like, hey,
what's up?
What's up?
You up?
You up?
Maybe not like that, but fucking, no, you know, yeah. So, you gotta listen to yourself, man, because, you know, you're doing yourself a disservice and you're doing your partner a disservice if you're going to continue to be unhappy.
Yeah. So, shit.
Yeah. I mean, and that's true for every relationship ever. It could be about anything, even if you're in a toxic relationship, you know?
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. It's better to, my thing is I've always, back in the day when I would crush on people and they would not reciprocate at all and they would be, you know, in love with other people, I never got the feeling of, I mean, I was like, you know, sad that they didn't want me, but I was also like, I never got jealous of the other person, ever got jealous. I was always like, I'm just glad that the person that I like is happy.
I get that.
And that's how I've always been. It's like, okay, yeah. Like,
good
say tomorrow you come to me and you say, Sarah, I've been cheating on you for 9 months with this other girl and fucking I don't know how I did it, but somehow I did it because we're with each other 24/7.
It was actually 10 months and
now I have a baby. I don't know.
It's the neighbor upstairs.
It's
just sneaking out in his.
Yeah, that's why there's all that stomping up there. It's me fucking the lady upstairs.
Yeah. I crawl through the window.
If you said that to me, I would be distraught. I would be mad at you. I would be fucking pissed off.
Yeah, like shit.
But then eventually I would be like, well, then it wasn't for me.
Yeah. I get that.
You know?
I think, yeah, that's more than justified being a little ticked off, you know?
I'd be a little peeved. It's not okay to, it's not okay to cheat. It's not okay to do that
I get
shit.
What you're saying.
But it's like, oh, okay, well, then this didn't work out.
Yeah, so I don't know, you just gotta do what's best for you, and they just gotta fucking.
And also, you know the signs.
Yeah, you know the signs now. Yeah,
you know what it's like to be controlled, and you know you're gonna see that in somebody else. Because let me be like, if I'm honest, the people out there who are controlling and are assholes, no, you put that down. They're not very smart. They don't. Some of them really are masterminds, and they are out there. I'm not saying that none of them are.
Yeah, they're in jail for being a psycho killer.
But there are a lot of people. They're the fucking dumbass guys that on podcasts that will be like, girls can't have Instagram if I date them.
Yeah, you'll be able to. Yeah, you'll be able to spot them pretty easily. Yeah.
there's a good amount of guys like that.
But yeah, if you're looking for controlling women, they also listen to that and they're like, yeah,
he shouldn't have an Instagram either. Nobody's allowed to have fun in a relationship with me. No, you're not allowed to be happy at all. What the fuck even is that?
I don't even know. I don't know.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's wild.
She can't have it's cheating.
Cheating. If you look at another guy, it's cheating. If you're looking at another girl, it's cheating.
If a guy doesn't want you to have Instagram, it's because he has an Instagram where he's cheating on you on it.
Okay, here's a good fucking here's how you can look for all the signs. Go watch a Netflix hit show, The Ultimatum.
Yeah.
And you'll see the people you don't want to be with.
Every single person on that fucking
Every
show.
single one has their own little thing.
Jesus Christ.
But no, not the asshole if you...
You're not the asshole at all.
Yeah. So
any decision that you make. It's
going to be the best decision for you.
Don't worry.
Sorry it took us so long. Don't know what happened. This advice was moot. That's what this podcast should be called. Is this advice should have been given out 2 months ago? The show.
That could be the title.
Sorry,
of the
everybody.
Fucking pot of the episode.
One day we'll become like H3 and we'll do 5-hour long live streams.
Someday.
One day.
When we have like a fucking studio.
Yeah.
All right. This is from Garnet, They, Them, and I think that's a dope fucking Steven Universe reference.
Fuck yeah.
This is an actual Am I the Asshole? Because I legitimately don't know, and it's been bugging me for years.
Oh, shit. All right.
This is a fairly convoluted story, so I will do my best to condense it. I've already changed all the names for privacy's sake. I, 23, they, them, first met my current partner, Theo, 26, he, him, in 2016 at an anti-Trump protest. We became fast friends along with a few other people who were also at the protest and formed a local activist group together.
Oh, nice.
A few weeks later, Theo invited someone he knew, Mia, 28, she, her, to one of our group meetings. We all started hanging out regularly, and Theo and I started hooking up. One night while we were all hanging out together at my house, Mia snapped at Theo seemingly out of nowhere and stormed off. This is when I learned that Theo and Mia had previously dated. I was pretty annoyed that Theo hadn't told me about this, but I didn't hold it against him because we weren't seriously involved at the time. And Theo is on the autism spectrum, so he often doesn't understand social expectations.
Okay, then. All right.
Yeah, I get that. Fast forward about a month, and myself, Mia, and two of our other female friends were hanging out together drinking wine. God. This was the first time I had hung out with Mia without Theo there, too. She started ranting about her past relationship with him. She criticized him for everything possible. Some things I completely understood, like violations of their poly arrangement, i.e. cheating. Other things I was less sympathetic to, like her complaining about his mountain biking hobby because she thought it was reckless and a form of self-harm.
What? Wait, hold on. Mountain biking is a form of self-harm?
I guess if you do it too hard or often, I don't know.
You go over one rock too many times.
He always comes home exhausted. I don't know. Like, what the fuck?
That's a little weird.
That's
weird.
Okay,
that's a little weird.
That's weird.
I can understand that one being a little weird.
Maybe it is. I don't know.
Mountain bikers of APWSTR, let us know how bad it is.
Is there somebody out there that's like, I do it as self-harm? Yeah, it totally can be. I'm
just waiting for the one day it takes me out.
I just bike real close to lions.
I don't know. I feel like.
Well, I do think that there are reckless behaviors that you can do that aren't seen as traditionally self-harm, that the more you do them obsessively with the intent of hurting yourself or increasing the possibility of hurting yourself can be self-harm. Like, I used to walk around at night in bad areas because I wanted to die, but I didn't want to do it to myself.
Fair. But okay, I feel but I'm trying to place mountain biking.
I mean, maybe if he does it at night.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah,
you know,
you're right.
Maybe. It just depends, but it just is a fucking
weird.
Crazy thing to say.
That sounds like without any other context. Yeah, it sounds like weird.
Okay. At this time, I told Mia. Why did you do this? At this time, I told Mia that Theo and I had been casually seeing each other. I was pretty uncomfortable, so I admittedly skated around the details. To put it lightly, she was pissed. Not necessarily at me, but at the fact that Theo would choose to pursue a relationship with someone in our activist group. That's weird. I tried to gently remind Mia that Theo and I had met before I met her, but she still went off about how he was in the wrong and being manipulative by doing things like sending Mia the same memes that he sent me.
Did
She
he
thought she was special, I guess.
Bro, I hate the fact that
Man.
Sarah sent me the same every SpongeBob frame and order tweet that she sent to all her friends.
I do legitimately 90%. I do have specific TikToks that I send to specific friends.
Yeah.
Like you each all like different types of dogs. Like you like corgis. Cameron likes
I'll take all types of dogs.
Chihuahuas. I usually send you the Chihuahua ones too. But like there's specific ones where I'm like, Cameron's gonna like this.
Yeah.
If he ever fucking watches my TikToks.
Not true. If I ever watch your TikToks too, I haven't been on that account in a while.
But I'll usually Gabe likes Chihuahuas too because his dog is a part Chihuahua.
Yeah, true.
So I'll send them both the same meme.
I get you.
But like, I don't know. There's no real affection to it other than we are friends and I send you meme.
Yeah, like I don't know. Okay, but
nobody gets like special treatment.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Find it again.
Yeah, let's get back. I'm back on topic. Hold on.
Okay.
There's only 2 hours and 46 minutes worth of footage we can get through.
Oh God. At this point, one of our other friends asked Mia when she and Theo had broken up. It was only then that Mia admitted that they dated and broke up nearly 2.5 years prior.
Bro, you have a grudge for 2.5 years?
Is Theo's dick?
Yeah, that's a good question. We need to figure this out.
Like, whoa. She's hung up for 2.5 years?
That's wild.
That's a long fucking time, especially when you're in your early 20s. That's like 10 years emotionally. That's a good amount of time.
All right, okay.
Jesus. Okay, I realized at this point that Mia was probably still hung up on Theo. I think so, even though she claimed she never wanted to date him again. But I decided it was really none of my business. I felt like I had been thrown into the middle of a feud that I never agreed to be in.
I get it.
Yeah, and that it was the responsibility of Theo and Mia to work it out. Sort of. I don't know. I kind of feel like Mia should just shut up about it.
Yeah. Mia kind of, so far I'm that's why I need way more details, because I need to know if, like, because this person's saying they're genuine, they think they don't know. I need to know more details. So I think we yeah.
Okay. I'll admit that at the time, interpersonal conflict was paralyzing to me, and as the months went on and Theo and I got more serious, I never disclosed our now official relationship to Mia. You don't have to. There's no reason. Yeah. Why is she the Theo's relationship police?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Fucking weird. When I talked to Theo about everything, he was very awkward. He said that he thought everything had long been sorted out between them, that they had already discussed their relationship and its issues at length a long time ago, and he had apologized to her. He always spoke very respectfully of Mia and never dismissed her criticisms. It seemed like he had long moved on emotionally and was genuinely surprised that she still felt so negatively towards him. Now here comes the real turning point. It was Mia's birthday and we all went bar hopping together. At the end of the night, we all crashed at our friend's house nearby who had a pull-out couch bed and another regular couch to sleep on. I stayed up later than everyone else, went to the bathroom, and when I came back downstairs, Mia and one of our friends were asleep on the pull-out couch. There was enough room for me in the same way that there was enough room for Jack on the door with Rose. On the couch, Theo was okay, let me do a real film critique here. I think you meant that there was no room? There was room on the door, though.
On the door? Wait, I'm so confused. Okay.
At the end of the Titanic.
Oh, yeah,
where Rose is on the door. And then she's like,
I get
Jack,
that.
There's no room for you.
Okay, all
right.
But
there like really obviously is room.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of room.
So it's a confusing metaphor. But yeah. I understand that to mean that there was no room for you.
Okay.
On the couch, Theo was half asleep and mumbling at me to come over. I had a moment of panic because I didn't want to offend Mia by sleeping next to Theo, literally in the same room as her, but you're dating. Come on, man. But Theo noticed I was uncomfortable as I looked around the room and said, "It's fine. It's okay. Just come over here." My drunk brain in the moment took that to mean that he had already made sure it would be okay with Mia, so I laid down next to him on the couch, gave him a quick kiss goodnight, and closed my eyes. A few minutes later, I heard rustling coming from the pull-out bed and eventually the sound of the front door slamming. In the morning, I found out that Mia had left in the middle of the night and drove home drunk after hearing Theo and I making out on the couch. Quote unquote making out.
I'm gonna spoil. I don't think there's gonna be anything else in the story anymore. I don't think you're the asshole.
Mia distanced herself from our group, and a few months later announced that she would be moving out of state and cutting off contact with everyone. Another person she knew in the local activist scene then started accusing Theo of extreme interpersonal abuse on behalf of Mia, and to say that shit hit the fan would be putting it lightly. Theo and I had been dating for about 8 months by that point, and I had never once seen anything close to abusive behavior from him. We're going on 5 years now, and I can proudly say that's still the case. I was suddenly thrust into the position of defending and dating an alleged abuser, and the subsequent fallout led to the disintegration of not just our activist group, but our friend group as well. I never wanted to paint Mia as the crazy ex-girlfriend and was always very careful about how I spoke to her in public. But I can't help but feeling she was in fact a crazy ex-girlfriend. I still hold on to a lot of resentment and guilt that's haunted me over the years. Should I have been more understanding and open with Mia? Should I have told her when Theo and I were starting to get serious in our relationship? Would that have prevented anything? No. And should I have believed the abuse allegations regardless of my own personal experience with Theo and stuck up for Mia at the time? I'll say again that my relationship with Theo remains healthy, loving, and supportive to this day. I love him dearly, but I have never quite shaken the nagging feeling that I fucked things up with Mia. Any insight is appreciated. Love y'all.
All right, so I'm about to do what they call misogyny.
Same. I mean, listen, I love this new generation of children because they fucking, as they grow up, they're so preoccupied with everybody else's feelings, and it makes for really great, wonderful, compassionate people. But I am here to tell you that sometimes people are on their bullshit.
Yeah,
and you cannot like them and not believe what they say.
Yeah, so
it's okay.
This is where I have to. This is where the proof that I feel like we have that Theo probably isn't abusive. Because, like, okay, I'm going to say 99.9% chance not abusive. There's still that 0.1%. I don't fucking know all the details of Mia and Theo's relationship.
Yeah.
But if Theo has been actively open about the criticisms Mia had and the problems that they had in their relationship,
yeah,
I think that's different from just saying, nah, it was all fine. Nothing bad happened during that relationship. We just went separate ways.
Yeah, like
that would be like something weird is going on. It just seems like they were both incompatible, and I get Theo did cheat on Mia, right, and broke their terms.
I think that's what it's implied.
Yeah,
which is shitty.
That's shitty. Yeah, but if
and that
Theo
is a form of
open
abuse.
about that,
yeah, he apologized for it. I don't know. I think there's redemption from cheating.
So
too.
This is this isn't really a misogyny thing. This is a person thing.
Yeah.
When you throw in the little criticisms of like mountain biking is self-harm, and I'm willing to bet you haven't seen that as self-harm.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet he mountain bikes during the day on those sunny fucking Rocky Mountain hills. I don't know.
The fact that you've been together for 5 years, an abuser can't hide themselves for 5 years. He was probably just shitty to her.
And then learn not to be shitty. Like you
later.
And
which is honestly one of the worst things that can happen is have somebody be shitty to you and then continue to grow up and be a good person later in life to other people.
Yeah, it's the
fucking sucks, but it's also a part of fucking life.
Yeah, it's again,
everybody's had that happen to them.
Jimmy Fallon syndrome, it's fucking you had to deal with them when they sucked and now they're good people.
I never want to fucking tell a woman that she hasn't been abused, you know what I mean? But also, she never accused Theo of being abusive. It was the friend on behalf of Mia.
Yeah, because you got a little smooch. Gave a little smooch to Theo.
To your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Theo fucking gave a smooch to his girlfriend.
If you were like doing raw dog anal in front of everybody, I think
that
would be weird
and fucked up and sexual harassment.
Yeah, that would be complete sexual harassment.
Yeah.
That you just gave a little smooch.
What the fuck is wrong with? While everyone everyone was
sleeping.
Asleep.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just think I also it's weird that everyone just kind of believed that allegation because like everyone else would have woken up probably if you were making out like hardcore fucking. That's for the ASMR people.
Ew.
But yeah, fucking no, yeah, you're not the asshole. It doesn't seem like you're the asshole. It would be wild if something came up like during when you submitted that to now, where it's like, oh, Theo actually slapped me.
He actually murders children in our basement. Fucking.
I don't really see. I don't right now. Don't see a way that you're the asshole. You're not the asshole.
Yeah, no.
Me, it just sounds like crazy.
Yeah.
And there's just crazy people out there, and the people are going to be weird. And it sucks that dissolved the friend group and the advocacy group. You guys probably doing good shit, you know?
Maybe.
But like,
but I mean, also, if this dissolved you.
My advice: find new friends.
We're not very organized.
Yeah. So, and make a new advocacy group.
Yeah. Fuck it. They just sucked, man.
Yeah, weird friends.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes women can be fucking crazy bitches. And you know what?
No, I don't
think it's sexist to say that. I think it's like, yes, men can be crazy bitches. Women can be crazy bitches.
Yes.
People can be crazy bitches. And you know, fucking hopefully Mia fucking grows up, gets over Theo, because what she did was she needed to do that like 2.5 years ago.
Yeah, it was really weird
to stop hanging around.
Like, why was she still hanging around with Theo?
Probably because she was trying to get a relationship with him again, and then was getting frustrated when he started dating other people.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't. Oh God. Weird.
Yeah, I know, it's fucking creepy, but it's like, yeah, people will do that. They will hang around and fucking hold a candle and just like sit around and be like, hey, fucking, maybe when you're done dating that girl, you could date me, blah, blah, blah. And if you, and fucking men do it, women do it, everyone does it.
Yeah.
Non-binary people do it. Everyone does it, man. It's just something that happens. And she was probably doing that, and she was pissed off that it wasn't working out for her. And she just reacted in the most childish way possible.
Yeah. Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, I don't think you're the asshole, honestly. That's fucking...
I don't know what interpersonal abuse is.
It's probably like... I'm on
maybe
the
I just don't know.
I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Maybe it's something that happens that maybe I'm doing. I don't know.
I'm what they call an elder zillennial, and I'm not that hip with the kids.
No, you're Gen Z. You're an elder Gen Z.
Oh, yeah, you're a
I'm
zillennial.
A zillennial.
Fucking old. I'm cool. I'm hip and young. I'll never die. I'll never die. I'm joking. I just want to make sure you know that.
Yeah, I'm fucking mad at you. But no, yeah, she just sounds fucking crazy. The fact that it's been 5 years.
Yeah, no, it's been 5 years. And also it was 2.5 years since they dated. This is almost a decade worth of Mia being...
Jesus Christ, yeah. No, don't worry about it. And even if it, like, I don't know, it just happened beforehand. What, she's going to get him canceled? What's the point? He already lost his entire friend group.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
That's... What happened. He, you know, if he did abuse her, then that's the consequences of his actions, and he's dealing with it. He probably doesn't give a shit, honestly.
Honestly, yeah. All right, let's. We solved it, by the way.
Solved it.
I haven't done that for all the other ones, but
true. I mean, abuse isn't okay. If he did actually abuse her, then he's got some things to think about. But like, even abusers, unless they have like fucking crazy like personality tests, personality things, like narcissistic personality disorder, are capable of going to therapy and learning not to abuse people.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, no. Not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
Damn. Solved it. Now for real, we solved it.
Yeah.
This is only like my second story. Jesus Christ. We have an hour and 53 minutes left of recording.
That's what I tried to go through that one.
I'm sorry. Jesus.
No, it's okay.
All right. So this comes to us from Anonymous. They, them.
Nice.
Am I the asshole for not attempting to reconnect with my mom?
Nope. Move on to the next one.
I mean, we could, honestly, we could just say that. And and the reason why I say that is because Sarah is what we call an expert in this. So, I mean, if you do want me to skip to the next one, I will.
No, it'll be fine.
Okay.
The only thing that'll trigger me is if my mom makes another account to comment on this.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
And it's like, fucking, I wish I had another chance.
All right, okay, so again,
Something
Anonymous,
like
they, them. Am I the asshole for not attempting to reconnect with my mom? Already, I'm going to say no.
Nope.
I have recently fallen under a lot of heavy fire, mostly from family, for not even attempting to reconnect with my mom.
Fuck them too.
I have not talked to her for 5 years. Completely cut her out of my life and even cut some people who associate with her as well. I was raised in a split family, and for the first 15 years of my life was in the custody of my mother. Even as a kid, we just didn't click, if that makes sense. Even when I was little, people would mistake her as a babysitter because we simply didn't have a connection, nor ever have. That is something that could have possibly been resolved.
Yeah.
However, she was a heavy drug addict and a narcissist. She was verbally and eventually physically abusive. When I was a teenager, she pinned me against my dad by convincing me he had claimed he hated me and didn't want to talk to me anymore. I did not have a phone at the time, but later discovered she was the one who had cut communication with my dad, and I had no way of knowing. I used to self-harm, and she would always make jokes about the scars or ask me when I was going to finish the job. When I was extremely anorexic, she encouraged this behavior, and when I started to eat again, fat-shamed me into relapsing back into being anorexic. She went even as far as to say I deserved to be sexually assaulted because of the way I dressed, and when I was with my uncle we lived with, I couldn't say anything because she accused me of trying to sleep with him because, again, the way I dressed. So I had to live with this person for 2 years and stay silent, which no, I did not dress provocatively. I dressed like a grungy, depressed teen.
Yeah, no, of course. There's nothing that you could have
no one
worn
ever dresses to be taken
to be
advantage of.
sexually assaulted. That doesn't exist.
Yeah.
No.
I reached out to multiple people about my mom's both verbal and physical abuse multiple times, but was constantly told that I was lying because she had already gotten into their heads. She even went as far as to lie to my family members about me being a drug addict, skipping school, smoking, having an STD, etc. These family members believed her over me. Yeah. After so many years of reaching for help, I just gave up, and I gave up on trying to convince them.
Yeah.
One day I tried to run away, and when my mom found the text of whom I was planning to go to, a friend from school, she broke my rib. It was not long after my dad got custody, and I still have not told him everything that happened. Flash forward to the present day. One day I decided to cut my mom off, and I have never been happier. That was 5 years ago, and she still stalks me. Yeah. She tries to get to my work address, home address, etc. from friends or family. Yep. Hence why now nobody except my boyfriend knows those details. Yeah. She makes fake accounts on Facebook or Instagram to message me as a random person, or will have people text me for her. The same people that gaslit my abuse are now telling me she's clean and to mend our relationship, but that's not my job, and I have no intent whatsoever on doing this. So
yeah, you don't have to.
Yeah, you don't. Even looking at pictures of my mom sends me into full-blown panic attacks.
Yep.
I can't explain this to said family because they consistently insist that my childhood wasn't that bad or that I'm being dramatic. I've cut out 90% of my family and friends because they persist in the issue so hard. I know they won't listen because my mom has already manipulated them into believing I'm some serial liar or something.
Yeah.
Still, I get called a bad kid every day. Not sure what to do, not sure what to think. It sucks cutting out so many people, but I'm tired of my life revolving around my mom. I'm going to stay silent. Sarah, you have the floor.
So, I mean, if my mom is stalking this page and watching this, I hope she realizes that our stories being very similar, minus the physical abuse, that she is a narcissist and she should go to therapy for that, and that's why we don't have a fucking relationship. Yeah, no, very similar story, bro. I fucking feel you. And we almost didn't do this story because honestly, sometimes hearing about, especially with narcissists, the same thing happens. It's almost like they're robots programmed to do the same and say the same things to abuse people.
I think we've talked about this. Have you talked about the Reddit narcissists?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a support group on Reddit called Raised by Narcissists. And it's specifically for people who were raised by people who are narcissists. And there are multiple other, like if you're dating a narcissist, there's like, you know, narcissistic abuse is more about that. But yeah, there's a bunch of like different like support groups that you can get for that. It's like fucking... It's really difficult because I know I just said most abusers, unless you're a narcissist, have like a way that you can go to therapy and you can fucking learn that abusing people is bad and you can get into your own trauma and figure stuff out. But a narcissist is never going to change. They're always going to act in a way that makes them, they're going to manipulate people for their benefit until the day that they die. even people with BPD, their BPD like slows down in old age. That doesn't fucking happen for a narcissist. They are just born that way and they will continue, and it's a problem in their brain, and it results in fucking crazy shit, like a mother saying to her child that she should finish the job when she sees her self-harm scars, which is despicable and evil, and nobody should say that to anybody else. And especially not a parent to your child. The problem, though, is like when you are raised by that type of person, you are stuck in a unit, a family unit that is been focused on how do I not provoke the narcissist? How do I, not cause trouble in our family? And so these people, they might be narcissists, they might not be narcissists, but they're people that would rather keep the peace than advocate for you. So therefore, regardless of like how good they are or how good they've been to you, they are not safe people. And it's really fucking sad, because then there are people out there like you and me who have had to cut out our entire family because we're sick and tired of hearing, oh, your childhood wasn't that easy, or your childhood wasn't that hard. Oh, whatever, you should just get over it. When are you going to forgive them when you get a blah, blah, blah? Because that translates into you deserved that abuse. Like, it wasn't really that bad. You deserved it. What happened to you? Which is fucked up. And if these people saw it that way, they would hopefully think that that was fucked up. And they would fucking come along to quote unquote your side. But there's no real like gain in playing. You just have to stop playing. Which means that you have to cut them out of your life. And people will really do think, a lot of people really think, they're going to automatically think that you're in the wrong for cutting off your family and that you're quote unquote selfish or whatever. Not a thing. No, you're not. You're protecting yourself like everybody in this world should. They think that it's people just cut off family whenever they have an issue with somebody, which is no. When you cut off somebody as close to you as family, you go through a grief process. So cutting off your entire family, cutting off your parent, cutting off, they're as good to you as dead, and you fucking go through the process of, man, I'm never going to talk to them again. It's as if your entire family has died. And it's trauma that you have to process, that you should probably go to therapy for. And also so you can have a third party tell you, yeah, that was not okay. You should not have to deal with that. And the people telling you that you should mend fences are fucking wrong. They're wrong. I once had a therapist. I was talking to my therapist about stuff that happened from my childhood. And she goes, oh, so she's a narcissist. Like immediately, like within 10 minutes, she was like, oh, she's a narcissist. And I was like, shit, okay, fuck. All right. Like, I didn't even talk about that, I had pretty much known, because it's like it's kind of easy to tell, like with the things. But like, she immediately was like, yeah, that makes sense. And then afterwards, I was like, but then I don't understand why my family, protects her, if like, I've talked to like my mom said to me about my dad. My dad died, and I hadn't been talking to my dad for like a couple of years. And my dad died, and I was feeling immense shame and guilt about that I still feel. And I was having an argument with my mom, and she goes, if we have an argument and we stop talking, I'm going to die, and you're going to feel this guilt again with me. Something similar to that. And I told my brothers that. I told people in my family that, and they go, oh, she just said that to hurt you. As if like, oh, it's no big deal. No big deal. Just fucking, she didn't mean it. That's fucking crazy. But people will go crazy, like trying to not make waves. And that's what this therapist told me, is like, people will dedicate themselves to not making waves with the narcissist, regardless of the victim, because they think it's their way of self-preserving. So it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't, and it feels terrible. And I wish that family members understood that. But like, it's just a sad situation, and you got to remove yourself from that situation. And I totally feel you too with the stalking. Like, my mom tried to find me at my job. She was emailing me all the time. She's found me on every single social media I've had, where I've had to block her from every single social media. She's commented on this podcast, or we've had to fucking block and delete her comments. Pretty much everything other than TikTok. So maybe we'll see her on TikTok soon.
Sorry. Sorry.
But yeah, no, she's done that. And like, for a period of time, family members, if you're watching this and you've contacted me for quote unquote Christmas gifts, I know what the fuck you've been up to. Family members will contact me and be like, hey, I have Christmas gifts for you. They haven't given me a Christmas gift in like 3 years. And they're like, what's your address? And I'm like, ask me for my social security number too.
While you're at it, yeah.
While you're at it. Like, I don't know what you're doing.
Credit card info, just might as well.
I've gone out of my way to go and get fake P.O. boxes to send to my own family members, so that my mother does not have my address to pop up at. And I even like my brother, who is the son of my half brother, who was my dad's son, who I never really had much contact with, contacted me like 3 years ago and was like, hey, I have things from dad that I want to send to you. What's your address? And I didn't send it to him because I was fucking terrified that my mom had contacted him, and then finally reconnected this year. And he told me that she did contact him.
Yeah,
remember she called him on the phone to try and like get into his head about what happened with us. And he was like, just not having it because he's a good guy.
Yeah. God.
Fucking yeah. It seems crazy, and like, it really does seem like an insane situation, but it's something that's happening, and it's reality, and you gotta hold still on it and know that everybody who says shit like, oh, people who love their, it's a red flag if he doesn't like his mom, or whatever, those people are full of shit who just don't have this experience. They're just ignorant of this experience, and if you try to tell them about it, they're either gonna be like, you should talk to her. I've dropped psychiatrists.
Yeah, because I mean, that's not really the best advice.
That maybe fucking this guy specifically was like, if you lose weight, maybe you'll be happier, and maybe someday you'll talk to your mom again. And I was like, okay, triple fuck you. You're wrong about everything.
Sarah, you can say my name on the podcast.
Yeah, Josh said that.
Every day I'm like, Sarah, just
after every
hit the
podcast,
gym, lawyer up, and talk to your mom.
And kick Josh out of the fucking house.
I sleep on the couch.
He sleeps out in the street.
I'm only allowed inside this room once a week.
Yeah, no.
Fucked up, yeah.
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 There are people out there who, since she is a narcissist and she's done that many crazy batshit things, have similar experiences with your mom that are not a part of your family, that will be like, yeah, that bitch is crazy. That bitch is fucking crazy. And you're allowed to say that.
Yeah.
Because you've been at the expense of her abuse.
Yeah.
So no, you should fucking protect yourself. Fuck your family. They just don't understand, and they want your mom to stop bitching about it. So pity them that they are still subjecting themselves to an insane person.
Yeah. Get upset about it myself.
Fucking solved it, bitch.
Solved it and pissed it. I gotta go pee after all that.
The last thing I will say is, I'm fucking sorry that anyone is in this situation.
I'm very sorry.
It's a terrible situation to be in. It's not something that anybody, if you're not in the situation and you know somebody who has been in the situation, it's not something that anybody wants to do.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to never see their mom again. Everybody wants to have a loving relationship with their mother. Sometimes it's not able to happen because of disorders.
Damn.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Yeah. But I'm fucking sorry, man.
I'm very sorry.
But I mean, it's been 5 years and you feel great.
Then yeah, keep doing it.
Keep
Keep
that.
at it. Yeah, fuck your family, dude. Holy shit.
You would feel bad. A normal person who hasn't seen their mom in 5 years feels bad.
Yeah, no, you're doing the right thing by not
Yeah.
contacts. Okay, next story.
Fuck you.
Is it a fun, goofy story next, Sarah?
No, it's not at all. This is from Willow, she, her. Trigger warning: eating disorders, self-harm, and suicide. It's SH, so it could be self-harm or it could be sexual harassment. It's one of those.
I'm just gonna put a general trigger warning on this episode. Just I'll put it in the description so everyone
Beep,
knows.
beep. Like, do like a big flashing.
But yeah, trigger warning.
Burp, burp. Okay. Hi, pals. Love your podcast. English is my second language, so apologize for any grammatical errors. Newsflash, there are none. This is perfect English.
You're doing better than like some other stories. Don't worry.
Every time somebody says, "Oh, English is my second language," I'm so sorry.
You've
There's such a
perfected the
sweet-
language.
You have
Yeah,
perfected it. You are.
we've had to reject stories because they were not well written.
And they
Do not
were
worry.
most likely native English speakers.
Yeah.
I'm Wendy, 24 female. A couple of months ago, I started distancing myself from my friend Natalia, 23 female, who I've been close with for 1 year now. She started out as an amazing person I reconnected with a while after graduating university. She offhandedly confessed to me that she had liked me romantically throughout university, but she said she no longer felt that way and was very happy we were able to be friends.
Okay.
It felt like a bit off, like perhaps she still liked me because of the songs on her harp she would write me, charcoal drawings she would make of me, suggested we move in together a short while ago, and saying how everyone she liked on Bumble looked and acted exactly like me, and how it would be easier if I had a clone she could date. At that time, and currently, I have a girlfriend who I love dearly. Yeah, that's love behavior, fam.
Yeah, that's yeah, it's one thing to do drawings, it's another thing to do fucking charcoal drawings.
Charcoal drawings and playing songs on a harp for you.
Yeah, that's some
biblical shit.
Yeah.
Time passed and I would go visit her once a week, and she'd either text me or call me every other day. Natalia would get upset if I brought up any of my other friends or girlfriend, and often asked if I talked to anyone else as much as I talked to her. Oh my God. She started getting upset with me and guilt-tripping me if I didn't stay for multiple days at her apartment.
What?
Yeah, this is strange behavior. This is strange behavior from the beginning.
Yeah, not great.
A few months into our friendship, she started smoking and drinking heavily. She told me she recognized it as a problem, and I tried to support her by planning things that could maybe distract her from drinking, like movie or game nights, etc. The alarms in my head started going off when she woke me up from her guest bedroom at 7 a.m. She asked if I wanted to go for a walk. It ended up she wanted to go to the liquor store and bought 2 six-packs. When we got back to her apartment, she told me one was for me because she would feel guilty drinking alone this early.
What?
Dude, if that happened to me,
Yeah.
I mean, I would be like, free beer. But like, if that happened to you,
Yeah, I'd be like, what the fuck?
yeah. Like just assuming somebody's going to drink with you is so rude.
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah.
I don't know.
Jesus.
Natalia then got upset with me because I wouldn't keep up with her drinking.
Yeah, straight edge.
Fuck. I think also that she did it very fast.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
1 6-pack for me is like, I could keep that in my fucking fridge for a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it.
Maybe that's still a lot. Maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. My family has a long history of addiction, so I've always been careful and open to others, including her, that I don't drink often. So that's, yeah.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah.
I have really bad anxiety, and I relapsed 2 years ago into my ED. A lot of her comments about dieting and weight made me uncomfortable and triggered me. I wanted to bring up these things and set some harder boundaries, but after seeing how she treated the people in her life who tried to actively set boundaries, I was nervous.
I'm gonna spoil something. You should probably not be near this person.
Yeah.
Already, if you see how they treat other people, that's how they're gonna treat you. Like,
yeah, pretty much. But I mean, being conflict avoidant, I totally get that.
Yeah, I get it too. Yeah, I don't like conflict either, but Jesus.
Like, just fucking.
There's a line somewhere, and I think we're fast approaching that line.
I think we passed it. She'd often call me yelling about these people, saying how it was unfair and they were all against her. Goddamn. If somebody ever says that to you, you're like,
yeah, just bounce, just leave,
or at least be like, question a little bit.
Yeah.
Very rarely does everyone become against you.
Yeah. Unless your name's Chris.
I had to cancel seeing her a few times because of work, and all those times, buckle up, she told me they were her lowest and she almost killed herself.
What? Fucking hell. What the fuck?
That is a pretty funny response. She almost killed herself. What? Fucking, we're laughing because we're uncomfortable. Don't cancel us for laughing.
Now everyone hates us.
Shut up. I hadn't seen her for a couple weeks due to work and health issues. She called to tell me she was at the worst she's ever been before. She told me she was going through a manic episode and asked if I'd watch her for the next few days and make sure she didn't make any bad choices with self-harm, overbuying, overdrinking, etc. I don't have a car. So it was a 2-hour bus ride or $60 Uber. Jesus Christ. Every time I would visit her during these times, which isn't an issue for an emergency or to support a friend. That's wonderful of you. It really is.
Stop being such a nice person. Jesus.
Yeah, it really is like, fuck, this is a shame.
I'm sorry. I mean, good for you being a good person, but like, holy fuck.
Yeah, like, it's good that you're a wonderful friend.
Yeah, but...
Wow. This person is manipulating you a lot.
A little bit, yeah.
God. She's also agoraphobic, so meeting anywhere besides her apartment was a no-go. I asked if there was someone closer that could get there sooner or if she needed me to call an emergency service. She told me that would be too much responsibility to put on my shoulders and would be upset if I did. My thing is, I would do that anyway.
Yeah, still do it. Yeah,
if you're threatening to kill yourself, you don't do that shit.
Yeah, what the fuck? I think, yeah, at this point, this is like a Baker Act moment, I feel like.
Well, I mean, it's, you know, it's bad to, I don't know. I've been in that situation before, and it does cause like lasting effects. I think I would be like, set the boundary of like, hey, listen, you need to go to therapy. If you don't go to therapy, the next time this happens, I'm gonna like contact somebody about this.
Yeah, I
because
get that.
You need help.
Yeah, so
yeah.
Damn.
I saw her and we watched movies all day. After that, every time I would get a message from her, my already bad anxiety would go through the roof. Because of some of my own worsening problems, mental, physical health, family, etc., that were piling up, some days my anxiety was so bad I couldn't do anything. A few months ago, after she started to feel better and talking to more of her other friends, I stopped replying to her texts. I needed time and space to rebuild myself. The levels of anxiety and depression I was experiencing were tremendous. After a couple of weeks, she stopped texting me. I felt awful for leaving her in the dark, but I didn't know how to come back and explain why I disappeared for a bit. A month after I stopped talking to her, she posted a full graphic painting on Twitter of me stabbing her in the chest and throat.
What the fuck, dude?
This was followed up by about 50 texts, 10 missed calls, 3 emails, a handful of tweets, and an email to my cousin in the following 24 hours saying things like, "You are an evil person. Everyone who loves you will leave you. You wouldn't even care if I died. I'm never talking to you again." This took me aback, and I didn't know what to say. Me too.
Yeah, I don't know what to say to this. You're not the asshole. I don't think.
Some friends said to block her. Others said to email her. It's now been 4 months since I stopped talking to her, and about once a month I get a wave of texts, emails, and phone calls She's also started emailing my other cousin I see often, who's only 15.
What the fuck? Yeah, this whole person's just making me say what at this point.
I don't know what to do. Even though I needed the time, I shouldn't have just disappeared without a word, but now it's at a point that I feel uneasy and I'm scared about running into her. Natalia told me once her sister said she was scared to live in the same house as her. I mean, okay. Since next year, there's a chance we might be performing in similar spaces. We're both dancers. What do you guys think I should do? So this person needs mental
intense help. Yes.
Help.
Yeah, just help from a professional. There's nothing.
Fucking pronto. Because this is not normal behavior. It's not normal asshole behavior. This person beyond the scope of what we can provide as advice.
Yeah, this is
they need somebody to.
This is a really good moment to tell people we are not therapists. We are not any sort of advisor. We are two schmucks.
She mentioned like a manic episode, so that immediately brings to mind like BPD.
Yeah, that's what comes to mind too.
And you know, I've known people with BPD who are not very manipulative, and I've known people with BPD who are manipulative, and it is a fucking, you know, shit, man. You just gotta get help for it. Yeah. Honestly, because fucking very often it does end up in shitty situations like this, and it's because the person isn't getting mental health help.
Yeah,
but it's fucking hard to get. It should be easy
It should be easy, but sadly it's not. But yeah,
it's not. But I also want to say, like, it's not on you to get them help.
Yeah, no, I think it's kind of there's a lot of people in this scenario
that are just like chill with this, and they need to not be.
And it's weird that they're all their first one. Just block them.
Like, do you
know? Don't get me wrong. You should probably block them, but also they need help. Like
they really need help. Like they need somebody to.
Yeah.
But then the problem with that is they need to go themselves. You know.
Yeah, you gotta. Like, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make the horse drink, I guess. Like, it's I don't know, man.
This is so. You just need to protect yourself at this point.
You gotta protect yourself.
It's escalated to the point of obsession and of like.
Dude, you literally had a painting made of you stabbing.
Like violence? No, that's not okay.
That's a wild one. Holy fuck.
Yeah,
that's beyond my scope.
Yeah, fucking. Don't continue to not talk to this person for sure. But also recognize that this was not normal behavior at all.
This is not any sort of normal behavior, and from the looks of it, you didn't really do anything bad. So you're not the asshole.
You didn't do anything to trigger it. They're just deeply mentally ill.
Yes. And someone needs to help them. Not gonna be me. Not gonna be.
Well, yeah, we don't have any of the resources. Or somebody else who like isn't being targeted by them and also has the capabilities.
Yes,
knows them, is able to go and talk to them and say like, "Hey, bro, this is not normal stuff. Maybe you should go and talk to a psychiatrist about these behaviors."
Jesus.
Yeah, this person needed help yesterday.
Yes. Yeah.
Definitely the actions that they've done, shitty as fuck.
Very, yes.
But there's also evidence to me to see that this is kind of informed by just not being all there.
Yeah, that took me out.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, man.
That was pretty bad. Holy fuck. I'm sorry, listener. I'm sorry. Just in general, I'm sorry.
That's pretty crazy time.
Didn't solve it because
you got a free painting out of it.
Huh?
You got a free painting out of it.
Look on the bright side. You got a painting.
Pretty cool. Now you have that. It's pretty
yeah, Sarah, keep going.
You gotta laugh at this stuff, man. You have to.
I know, yeah.
Like fucking otherwise it just ruins you. It's not a laughing matter.
It's not like
but you gotta find the fucking like, oh my god, the shit keeps piling up kind of comedy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Jesus Christ. That's
why we need mental health.
This is why we need that other listener to reform their advocacy group like pronto.
Yeah, do mental health advocacy, man.
Yeah. All right. I think the rest of mine are kind of short. Thankfully.
Yeah, same. The last two for me.
Yeah, they're okay. They're about average. Okay.
I do want to say, don't even text them to tell them that they need to go get help.
Don't say. Do not contact
say
them.
A goddamn
do not contact
word,
them
because now they're going to like.
Yeah.
Fucking if they get a message from you, they are going to explode.
Yes. Yeah. And Jesus.
You need to, like, if anything, if you really want to get that through to them, text somebody else and tell them not to mention your name.
Yeah. Do not mention. Yeah. Stay as far removed from this as you can while still trying to help. Yeah. Jesus. Yeah. Don't contact.
Or like I've done stuff before where like I've contacted somebody's mom if I felt like they were in immediate physical danger.
I get that.
And I've been like, hey, listen, I think that, they're saying this, and tell them.
Yeah. But yeah, fucking.
But that's only if you know that the mom is safe, honestly.
Yeah, true.
Sometimes the mom's not safe.
So full circle. All right, next story.
Yeah.
All right, okay, solved it. Now we solved it. I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a catchphrase. So next story comes to us from Madison.
Hi, Madison.
She, her. Am I the asshole for ruining my boyfriend's best friend's wedding reception?
Ooh.
My boyfriend, 24 male, and I, 23 female, have been together for 2 years now. Although we've been together for a while, we live far from our hometown, so I haven't gotten a chance to get to know many of his friends from home yet. My boyfriend knows I have very bad social anxiety, so I assumed he would keep that in mind while going to the reception.
Oh, no.
I expressed to him beforehand that I feel like I was going to have an anxiety attack and needed a minute to take some breaths before heading in. He told me I was being selfish and trying to ruin his time with his friends because of this, and also called me controlling. I expressed and wasn't trying to be controlling, and we headed into the reception regardless of my anxiety attack. When we got in, his friend began to make remarks about my dress and how it was too revealing to be wearing to a wedding. It wasn't even revealing. It was a long dress that showed a little bit of cleavage. I got upset and went to the bathroom to try to calm myself down. My boyfriend didn't say anything to him about the comment he made and laughed it off and told me I was overreacting. I proceeded to stand alone everywhere at the reception as my boyfriend would bounce between groups of people to talk to. He didn't introduce me to any of his best friends the whole night, so I eventually made my own couple of friends and sat outside with them on the deck.
Sweet.
I was gone for 3 hours sitting outside because of my anxiety of being around so many people inside, and eventually asked my boyfriend if he wanted to come up and see us for a bit.
Bro, that's baller that you made friends at this wedding.
Yeah, it's good.
With like strangers.
Yeah.
You fucking slap, dude.
He told me I needed to stop being so controlling and let him have fun. Eventually, I stopped trying.
That guy just learned the word controlling.
Yeah, controlling
today.
is controlling.
Yeah.
Eventually, I just stopped trying to get his attention and let me do his own thing. I told him this whole situation upset me today and continued to say nothing was his fault. He told me my constant nagging at him ruined the reception for him and that I need to stop having so much anxiety to get over it. Are you ready for the quickest no we're ever going to have on this podcast?
Yeah.
Am I overreacting? No.
No. As a partner of somebody, as a person who has dealt with anxiety and social anxiety, that luckily was very brief for me, and somebody who is a partner of somebody with social anxiety.
Who? Yeah,
fucking course not. He should have done so much better for you.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
What the fuck?
Bro,
when somebody is having a panic attack,
anxiety
you check
attack,
in on them.
Yeah, it'd be like, hey, we don't need to go in so quickly.
You don't
Let's take
call
a second.
them
Let's take a breath.
Control it. Yeah, you can wait a minute. You can
God,
wait a goddamn second.
God.
Jesus Christ.
Bro, you just invited him to meet the new friends you made, and he was like, you're controlling me.
He invited her into the wedding of his best friend and didn't introduce her to anyone. Regardless of everything else, that's just rude.
That's kind of rude. Yeah, that's really rude. Like,
okay.
I don't want to jump to the breakup with this guy.
Break up with him. He's a fucking asshole. He's a fucking piece of shit. God damn, I know we try not to say that, but
I know, but this guy kind of like just doesn't understand a genuine problem that you like have to go through. So like, no.
Dude, I would be so petty. I would be like, listen, I have anxiety. I have social anxiety, and I need a partner who understands that. You don't. So I'm leaving the fucking house.
Yeah, literally.
And that could be your excuse. Fuck that. You know, you don't really need an excuse to break up. But
yeah, but that's
if he asks why, just be like, listen, you don't understand it.
On the tier list of excuses, that's what we call an S tier.
Yeah, you just don't get it. I need somebody who gets it.
Yeah,
and you can fucking leave.
Literally.
And then you won't be put into fucking this situation ever again.
Yeah. Yeah, you were about to make an example, I think, before I cut you off.
Oh, like the fucking wedding that we went to in March.
Oh, yeah, that piece of shit.
Like, imagine if you didn't know any of my friends.
Oh, yeah,
and we all sat at a table together and I didn't introduce you to anybody.
Yeah, it was really good that we actually knew people there. Yeah, that would be fucked up if you didn't introduce me to anyone.
It would be really fucked up.
Yeah.
It's fucked up even if you don't have anxiety, social anxiety. It's just fucking rude.
Yeah, and all his friends seemed like dicks too. Like,
yeah, it's like no wonder the fucking friend of the guy that thinks that anxiety isn't real.
Was there Pabst Blue Ribbon at this wedding by chance?
Yeah, right. Were they all playing fucking Daughtry? Because that would be awesome. No, sorry. Were they playing fucking a broy shitty band?
Yeah, it seems like, I don't know. It feels like a real dude bro type of mentality.
It really does.
Yeah, and that's why we have to do what we call a social check and social Darwinism and let him not have puss.
Get him.
Yeah,
no, the guy's fucking
sucks.
Fuck
that guy. Yeah, you're not overreacting.
You're not overreacting
and
at
you're
all.
not the asshole. And
if every time you have to talk to your boyfriend about your feelings, he calls you controlling, there's a problem.
There's a real big problem. Yeah.
And also watch him get controlling once you say, I'm leaving.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 100%.
Watch you say, like, okay, I'm relinquishing, I'm blah, blah, blah. I'm giving up my control and I'm leaving. Watch him turn around and be like, you can't leave. No.
What about my feelings, Sarah? You know, what
but
about
I like it when I get pussy. That's what that means.
Have you thought about that? Have you thought about what it would mean for me to not get laid?
Have you taken my feelings into account?
Yeah, come on.
Jesus
not
Christ.
the asshole, and solved it. Break up with them. We did it. We need to break up with them. Graphic.
Break up with your shitty boyfriend.
Confetti. There's not going to be any confetti on this one. Now that we're at the 4-hour mark of recording, there's not going to be any fucking After Effects bullshit.
All right, this one's also very short. Okay, anonymous she her. It's already 2 a.m. Anonymous she her.
For context, we're usually done by about 1:30.
Anonymous she her. Hello. I, 22 female, am in a relationship with my boyfriend, 24 male, for the past year. I really love him and care for him, and he feels the same way. I can definitely see myself marrying him and starting a family together. However, I am Catholic, and he is Jewish. Both our families are really involved in the respective religions. I am open to Judaism and have said that I would raise Jewish children if we end up together. I grew up in an area where the majority of people are Catholic, so I don't have any prejudices towards Judaism. I don't know what that meant. This is not the case for my boyfriend. Early in the relationship, he would mention how he thought all Christians were crazy and extreme. I have been teaching him more about my faith so he could be more respectful towards it. Note, I do not want to convert him. He would make snide remarks and sends me posts about my Catholicism that are low-key offensive. I have talked to him about how I feel and he tried to change, but I still feel like he looks down on my faith. I'm kind of worried that he would eventually shift his judgment to areas of my life that seem foreign to him. Don't know what that means either. I am not sure what I should do. Should I break up with him now or keep dating him in the hopes that he might change? So, okay. So we're not going to have the response, I think, that you... Not that... I mean, I think we're going to be surprised at our response. We're not going to come out and say that we are Christians because we are not.
Yeah, I mean, I was raised Christian, but I'm very agnostic now.
I was raised Anglican, and I'm now an atheist.
Here's my solved it. Reject both religions and
embrace modernity.
I don't know. It seems kind of like a dick.
You know, if what you say is true and it's not like you're if you're actually as open-minded as you are, and you are actually talking like, okay, I gotta preface this by saying I am an atheist and I have dealt with Christians in my life that are fucking irritating.
Yeah.
And I've dealt with great, wonderful Christians. I was raised in a church that was really fucking awesome and was actually very progressive.
Yeah, and my experience of I've experienced, I think, pretty much every religion.
I just can't divorce the acid from my voice, the poison from my voice when I say Catholic or Christianity. And it's not because of good Catholics' fault. It's because of the politics.
Yeah,
of the church.
yeah. So and
it might be similar for him. He might have something about it like in his past where he is fucking talking about, now you need to set a boundary.
Yeah, that's
him.
the thing. You need to set a boundary and be like, hey, I don't want to hear this bullshit, because it would be like me bringing you anti-Jewish memes.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, it would be weird. It would be weird to send your partner the swastika and be like, oh, random raffle.
But I do think that is the difference. It's like, well, Christianity has been a majority religion for so long, and Judaism has been a persecuted religion.
Yeah, so I get.
So like, they're most likely is like, it's like, a black person saying cracker and then a white person saying the N-word, bro. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't actually do that. It's different.
Yeah, I get that. So I don't know. It's really.
But then I wonder, yes, it is your faith, and like, if you feel disrespected by that, then yeah, you should tell them, like, hey, listen, I feel a little disrespected, and maybe you come to a point where it's just incompatible. Yeah.
So then at that point, you break it off, because then if they're not gonna, because at that point it won't be just like a religious thing; it'll be a boundary thing. That, if your boundaries get crossed, then it's gonna be crossed again.
Yeah.
And I guess they're like, if you're already feeling like a fear that like
they're gonna be judgmental about other facts of your life
that they're not used to, like, I don't know, he loves waffles but I love pancakes and he makes fun of me for liking pancakes now.
I just wonder what that means. It feels very specific to something, but I don't know.
I guess there's probably like, I don't know, like a way of doing things, or a way of like,
I don't know.
I don't know what it would be exactly, but I get the sentiment of it.
You just have to talk to your partner, basically.
Yeah, and if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out, and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But, for some people, religion's a really serious thing. So I can understand both sides on this. But then I don't know.
I don't know if I could be with somebody who tries to teach me about Christianity. That's something that is, I've dated Christians before, like very, very pious Christians. And I just have a fucking boundary in my life where I'm like, I don't want to go to your youth group. I don't want to go to your church. And that's a boundary for me.
That's fair. Yeah. Everyone's going to have their own boundaries, and you just got to figure out what yours are.
If he's being disrespectful, then that's the problem.
That's the real problem. But yeah, I don't know.
Fuck, man.
Again,
but we're not going to come out and say, well, God is the one true God. There is only one true God.
There's only one true God.
He is an infidel and, fucking heretic. They killed Jesus.
Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
Can't trust Jewish people. They killed Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. What the fuck? I don't know shit about religion, and I'm never going to learn shit about religion, because there's too many episodes of Community to get through.
I just feel like getting mad at a Jewish person that's mad at Christianity, when like 90% of people are mad at Christianity right now, is listen to them a little bit, but then also like,
if you can't handle it, then just don't associate with that person.
Go get married to a Catholic man.
Yeah.
They're a bunch.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of them.
Yeah.
Find a nice Italian Catholic.
Don't, actually. That sounds like an awful thing.
Italian Catholic, part of the mafia, you know what I'm saying? Fucking gabagool making razor thin spaghetti.
Razor thin spaghetti?
Yeah, well, it's razor thin sauce. Use a razor to slice the onions. It's in The Godfather. Or Goodfellas.
Or Goodfather.
Or Goodfather. Or The Departed. Or The Irishman.
Or Godfellas. It's definitely in Godfellas.
Solved it. Next story.
Do you think they made a Christian parody?
Like a Pure Flix fucking...
Yeah, of Goodfellas, but it's called Godfellas. It's 2 a.m.
It's
everybody.
2:15, everybody. Is it obvious we're rushing? I'm
Josh,
sorry.
we're American. We're not Russian.
Yeah, fuck the Russians. All right, Rosalie, she.
Okay, fuck.
This next story comes to us from Rosalie, she. That is the pronoun we were given.
We only get one.
Spoiler alert, this is not the first person to do this tonight.
No. They probably wrote sure in the fucking email part too.
Yeah, right. Oh,
Yeah.
God. All right, so am I the asshole for pushing my best friend into a wall and leaving her alone without checking in?
Why?
I, Rosalie, 24, have been friends with Alexa, 32, since we were in high school. When we first met, I was bi-curious, and when she asked me out, I figured I would give being in a relationship with a girl a go, since I haven't done it before, and I found her extremely attractive.
Nice.
We had a great friendship and had so much in common, so I figured this would be a good ground to build a relationship on. However, I realized early on in the relationship that although I was sexually attracted to her, my heart just wasn't in it, and we were better off as friends.
Okay.
She was an amazing girl who deserved someone who could love her with all their heart, and I knew that I would not be that person, unfortunately.
Right.
She took the breakup well, or so I thought, and we remained as best friends and have gone on to have other relationships since. 3 years ago, I met the love of my life, and our relationship has been very solid, and I have no doubt that he is the man that I want to marry, so when he proposed a few months ago, I said yes and was beyond happy.
Nice.
Since Alexa would be my maid of honor, I went to her house to break the news to her since it was too important to do over the phone.
Yeah.
She was excited to see me as always, and we made small talk before I broke the news. She went really quiet afterwards and then confessed that she had always thought that her and I would end up together, and she was upset. I was so confused that she had never told me about those feelings before, and even if she had, I would not have returned those feelings as I am in love with my fiance.
Yeah.
I explained this to her gently and asked if she would still be willing to be my maid of honor since I value our friendship so much. Then, out of nowhere, she leaned in to kiss me,
Whoa.
and I stood up from the couch and backed away, telling her I didn't feel that way about her. She stood up and tried to kiss me again, groping me, and then I pushed her away from me and into the wall. She fell to the floor, and I felt so violated and shocked, so I left. I haven't heard from her since, but her family contacted me and assured me she was okay. I still feel bad, though, because I've lost my best friend.
No, you were sexually assaulted.
You were assaulted, yeah. You were literally sexually assaulted and almost coerced. Yeah, like, literally, you were the one that was pushed into a corner of, like, either be kissed or,
you
like...
told her that you were not sexually attracted to her after telling her that you were going to get married, and she tried to kiss you twice and groped you.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's not a friend. That's a fucking crazy person.
That's an assault. That's
an
assault.
assaulter. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're not the asshole.
No, you're not.
You did what I think most people would do.
Yeah.
You know, I thought
you don't have to check up on her.
Am I the asshole?
You don't have to be in the same room
for pushing
as her.
a robber that had a knife to my throat away from me?
Well, listen, it's like
I know. Listen, it sucks because it was a best friend and like they were decent, but
there's a lot of like I've seen TikToks, like whoa. I've seen TikToks before. Sometimes I think it's difficult, especially in same-sex relationships or like just instances between two people of the same gender or sex, that they feel like it can't be sexual assault, it was with a girl, or it can't be sexual assault, it was with a man, with two men. It's like, well, that's just, and it's like an archaic kind of value.
It's really like,
but like that is the real fucking, it's like, oh no, that can't be. There was one TikTok where somebody was a boudoir,
performer.
Photographer.
Oh, okay.
So she would take like sexy photos in like lingerie for people, like the photographer would, for like their partners,
Yeah.
So then she had a girl come in lingerie and was like, okay, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Like she set up the appointment and she lays down and she starts masturbating in front of her. And she told this story like it was like a wacky thing that happened at her job.
Yeah, that doesn't sound that wacky.
And you go into the comments and it was just like, that was assault.
That was literally assault.
You were assaulted.
So,
when somebody engages in a sexual act
without your consent
in front of you,
that's
and
assault.
You continue to say, stop doing that, because she did, and then she continued to do the thing. It's like, that is assault. Yes.
Yeah, that's literally assault, and you have to tell them to get out or you're going to call the fucking police. Like, yeah, like, I'm sorry.
You said that you were going to marry your fiance. She tried to kiss you. You said no.
She tried to kiss you again and groped you.
And grabbed you.
And then you rightfully pushed away.
Yeah, that was self-defense.
Yeah, that was
bro.
self-defense. Yeah, you're not the asshole.
But yeah, it is difficult. And it is like, especially when after sexual assault happens, it's, you know.
Yeah, so I'm sorry what happened.
I'm fucking sorry. It isn't always obvious too. You start like there are so many stories of women and people who just like have sexual assault happen to them, and then like later they'll be like, "Damn, huh?
Jesus,
Shit,
man.
huh?" Like fucking,
hell.
I was groped at work, and I didn't think it was that bad until like months later.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Because it was just like I almost didn't even like gaslit myself into not even believing that it happened because it didn't make any sense. The guy was older. He was married. He loved his wife. But just like one time, he just like in front of a bunch of people, just grabbed my ass in the middle of like work.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, that's assault.
Yeah, it's assault.
And not the asshole.
No.
Jesus. Solved it.
Solved sexual assault.
All right, we are now officially at the 4-hour mark.
Oh my god. This is my last one,
our cameras are at an hour remaining of footage available on these memory cards.
All right, well, let's fucking get it.
What if mine was like really long, like fucking 50 minutes long?
Okay.
All right, let's go. Yeah,
let's go. Okay.
Speed run.
Anonymous, she, her.
Okay. All right.
I, 23 female, was asked by my aunt, 70 female, to be her maid of honor. You would think I would be excited and grateful. However, I'm not close with my aunt at all. I actually saw her at a family function back in November, and she forgot my name when I approached her. What makes it even more awkward is that I'm very close with her brother and sister, my other aunt and uncle, both of their sons, my cousins, 20 and 19 male. I was talking with them about this, and they mentioned how no one else was invited to the wedding on her side besides me and my parents. I felt very anxious about my other aunt, who I'm closer with, finding out about her sister asking me to be her maid of honor.
What
should
the
I
fuck?
Should I still be her maid of honor? How do I tell my other aunt about this?
Don't be the maid of honor. They don't even remember your name.
Yeah, that's just weird.
And yeah, you should just straight up
like,
tell the aunt.
I don't know
what happened, but here's the story, and no one else got invited, but I got invited.
I feel like there's drama that you don't that is not privy to you, and that you're just being used as a thing. Or maybe she just doesn't have anybody else.
I mean, maybe, and that's kind of sad. But like, I'm so confused why no one else is invited. This is a weird, wacky situation that like.
This is the wacky time. Plus, like, I talked to your aunt that asked you to be the maid of honor and be like, why
do you want me to be the maid of honor?
And also, what does that include? Because it might be like a money thing.
Yeah, maybe they just want you to plan the fucking.
They just want you to do it.
Yeah,
because so, I mean, it's different for each wedding, but
yeah. So yeah, that's just weird. That's just a weird fucking.
Maybe it's like, oh, she's 19. She has all the time in the world. She can plan my wedding.
Well, no, fuck yeah. It's fucking,
like, you know, maybe she's being a little selfish or something.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of information missing.
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny that she fucking forgot her name. Maybe she's got a mental thing.
Yeah, you know, that's the other thing I'm thinking is like, yeah, something else is going up. There's actually she's not getting married to anyone. Made up.
Yeah. She doesn't even have a venue or a date or anything. She's just like, I'm getting married, and nobody knew about. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Something's weird. There's something sus going on here. Yeah.
Fucking tell us though once you do it, because I want to fucking know now.
God. Yeah. Yeah. Don't do it.
This is such a weird situation. I would just tell everyone.
Yeah, just tell everyone.
Hey, I got this thing. This shit is weird. Is this normal? Is this real? What's going on? Just do that.
Just do that.
Fucking solved it.
Solved it though. We solved it real quick. Speed run. All right, so
last one,
and
then we're getting out of here. And I'm not doing the Wordle on camera today.
Wow, really?
I refuse. It's 2 a.m.
You're gonna refuse content for our beautiful Patreons over at patreon.com/APWSTR.
Fine, you're right. It's for the Patreons.
How about we both do it at the same time and race each other?
Oh shit, I'll do that.
Yeah, all right, let's do that. All right.
Yeah, we'll do it quick.
All right, so this last one comes to us from Anonymous. She Am I the asshole for ruining the relationship between? Again, guys, put a second one. Anonymous she. Am I the asshole for ruining the relationship between my best friend and her boyfriend of 4 years? I'm going to preemptively say no. I do remember this one.
Oh, okay. You're not then.
20 female, have been friends with 19 female, on and off since we first met as kids. However, no matter how bad things got, we would always have each other, and these past few years, we have been as strong as ever. My friend has been with her boyfriend since she was very young, and he is a few years older than her, but I never really thought anything of it since he always appeared as being sweet and respectful. I met a guy on a dating app 2 years ago, and we hit it off amazingly, and we were soon meeting up for dates. It wasn't until one day when I met up with my best friend that I realized that the guy I had been seeing was in fact her boyfriend's stepbrother. She thought it was a cool coincidence, and soon enough we were all going on dates together, and I became his girlfriend, and we have been going strong since. I love him a lot, and we tell each other everything. One day, my bestie added him on Snapchat and started to complain to him that his stepbrother was abusive to her and assaulted her, going as far as to claim that he had tried to kill her. She never told me these things, and I was her best friend. She asked my boyfriend to not say anything to me about it, but my boyfriend told me straight away. She also kept talking to me about how kind and supportive my boyfriend was, and also was asking uncomfortable questions like what his dick size was and how he was in bed, but now I just kind of dismissed it as girly chat. Now I'm no idiot, and I know for a fact that she has a tendency to make up things for attention, so I confronted her myself. She told me the same story but with drastically different details, so I knew off the bat that she was lying to my face.
Smart.
Another mutual friend then told me that she had been told the same types of things but differently, and also that my best friend was actually interested in my boyfriend and that this is why she's making this stuff up to get his attention.
Yes.
I told my boyfriend this, and he said that he would tell his stepbrother and the claims she was making. Initially, he believed her over the both of us, but one day while I was shopping, I saw my best friend with another guy and they were holding hands. Bitter over her harmful lies, I told my boyfriend's whole family about it, and now her and her boyfriend are broken up and the whole family despises her. She has not talked to me since. I feel bad that I made her upset, but I could never ever have just let what she did slide when she not only she was lying and making very harmful accusations, she was also trying to get with my boyfriend. End of story and not the asshole.
Talk shit, get hit.
Yeah, talk shit, get hit.
Talk shit, get hit.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
On today's episode of Don't Make False Accusations, and if you're going to get your fucking story straight,
yeah, like try harder.
Try a little bit harder.
I mean, and that's the thing with false accusations. They do happen, you know? And fucking shit like that does happen, but like it's usually it's pretty easy to tell.
Yeah. So like
when they're false.
God, that's wild.
That's wild.
Yeah, not the asshole. That was a shitty person.
So I think I got confused. She said that her boyfriend was abusive to her?
Yeah, to get attention
from the boyfriend
OP.
of the OP.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
What? I think she's not well either.
Because she wanted to fuck her boyfriend's stepbrother who happened to be
the boyfriend of OPs.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. What?
Honestly, people that lie about abuse fucking it makes me really mad as somebody who has been through it. You know?
I don't know. Why would you? Yeah, because like you're just throwing everyone who has actually been abused
just like under, like it's so disrespectful.
Yeah, it's the most disrespectful thing you could do. Yeah, no, you're not the asshole. You did the right thing.
Most likely she does need to go to therapy because something's going on. Like I don't know anybody who would just randomly lie about abuse for sex and attention.
Yeah,
there's a problem.
There's a problem there, and you don't have to be the person to help out though, because
no, she tried to steal your boyfriend.
Yeah, so yeah, not the
asshole. And that's it.
That's it. That's the story. We did it.
We did 10.
We did 10. We did 12 technically. 2 of them were updates.
Oh yeah.
We're doing.
So you guys are fucking welcome, man.
Yeah, we went away for a week to give you extra content.
God.
This is gonna be. I can't believe I have to stay up for another 40 minutes. Getting everything up. Yeah. But that's the show, everybody.
Yep, we're gonna go do the Wordle for Patreon.
Yeah, so you gotta get on patreon.com/APWSTR if you want to watch it. But first, Sarah, what do you want to plug?
You can follow me on Twitter at SQUINTON271. That's SQUINTON271. I'm probably gonna change it to like my name soon or something.
Really? Damn.
Because I'm tired of it, and I'm probably gonna change my Instagram too. But my Instagram's the same at SQUINTON27.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm Joshua Chinland on Twitter, a guy nicknamed JC on Twitch. I'll get back to streaming eventually.
Someday.
APWSTR on Twitter, TikTok. Podcast will save this on Instagram and Facebook. Buy me a coffee, APWSTR, Patreon, APWSTR. And I think that's everything. Oh, rate us 5 stars on Apple and Spotify, please.
Yes, please.
Do it.
Do
Or else
it.
I'll fucking get you.
He will get you.
I'll do it. This is I'm gonna get you with this fucking hairband.
He will.
Yeah, it's the show.
Yeah, see you. Bye.
See ya, I'm tired. Bye. Sarah, what's in your head at 2:31 a.m.?
Couldn't make it as a blind man. Couldn't cover as a born man.
24/7. Nickelback reference. Do I have to do after we do Dave Matthews? Are we gonna have to do Nickelback now?
Yes.
I'm gonna hate myself. Why did I ever suggest this?
I really am.
This is the story. This isn't gonna be the outro because we'll get copyright stricken on YouTube, and I've been wrong.